Okay. Can you hear me okay? This is George. This is my ugly stick. Good smoke. Nope, no good smoke. I'm just crazy. And all the confusion. Now you have a. Now you guys are visual learners. There you go. Anybody know how to play accordion? How's the audio? Because I do have a microphone on tonight, so let me know, seriously. Audio's clear for you? Okay. Just want to make sure it's good for everybody. My phone doesn't even realize me, doesn't even recognize me. I can't even take myself seriously. So, how is everybody on this Friday night? Not what you were expecting, I would imagine it's not what you were expecting. Raging if you missed it, I'm a mummer. And this is George, the ugly stick. He makes noise. And it has a boot on the bottom. It's literally how it sounds. Ugly stick. I got 7 people here already, so we're off to a good start. Obviously, I've done something right. All right, where's Dan and 6%? Get them in here. He's almost here. There he is. What do you think, Dan? I'm a mummer. Okay. Guess who I am? Okay, best comment ever, right there. For our new viewers, because I noticed there's a couple, If you haven't seen it, go watch the Mummer video I put out today, and this will all make sense. So right now you probably think that I'm mental. So must be one of them special kid holidays. Well, it is technically. Guess YouTube finally got to you. Oh, I'm not doing this for the views. It's more of just a joke. But 6%. This is George, or George, as I like to say. The ugly stick with a boot. He makes noise. A homeless alcoholic. Well, I've done something right, guys. I got a bigger audience now than I have ever had at the start of a live stream, so. You look like Joe Biden when he's when he's allowed to dress himself. Is he left or right booted? I don't know. I can't even hardly see out of this thing. Left. Oh, maybe. Yeah, lefty. Now, does Santa like go mumming when he gets? I don't know. Come here and find out. Now, gentlemen, you stay there, George. I'm going to put the link in. Don't worry, I'm not going to wear this all night unless requested. There you go, gentlemen. Feel free to come on up if you dare. Also, anybody, let me know how good the audio is so that I know I need some feedback. I have a microphone on. Well, it's it's not a headset, but it's like a little earbud, so with a microphone. Special guest George. And he's looking a bit skinny these days. Oh. Oh God. Oh God.
The fuck are you doing?
Hey.
Don't fucking look at me. Don't fucking look over here looking like that. Jesus.
Oh, we got another one.
What up?
Boo.
Oh, fucking man. Great. Tweedledee, Tweedledum, the fucking.
I don't know what happened. I got back my Afghan. I don't know what it is.
Fucking budget decrease suicide bombers over here. You got the Taliban wearing their fucking feet. We got Joe Biden over here in his aviator.
Oh no, you don't know it's me. It could be anybody.
I was referring to him.
Oh, that is true. Maybe the hat's a
What?
giveaway with the glasses.
I can't.
You realize
see
you're
shit.
wearing a 6% recycled hat.
I'm a doppelganger.
I can't see shit, so you're gonna. Okay.
God.
That's why I went with the Afghan, because there's holes in here already.
Oh, here we go. We already got.
Looks like you're getting ready to go rob Circle K.
How's it going?
What's happening?
Pretty good.
Right.
Oh,
Huh.
I didn't
Man.
realize it was dress up
nothing.
like a moron day.
wait a minute, Rome.
All right, here,
Well, now-
wait. Let me join the fray.
There you go.
Perfect.
Ah,
This is
Wow.
quality entertainment right here.
I don't know what this is right here.
Some sort of train wreck.
How long did it take you to make this ensemble?
I don't know if I want to answer that, to be honest.
Far too long.
Yeah, he put a lot of effort into that stick, so could have been hours.
You realize
Okay.
most of you people do that shit-faced drunk. You did this sober.
I did.
You're worse. At least they have a valid excuse.
That is true.
Okay, I can't argue with you on that one.
Oh my God.
What Scooby-Doo ghost am I? Ooh.
Jeez.
Alright.
That looks even worse, Pickle.
That was worse. The scarecrow?
Because you're getting a little close to being something that we don't like down here that's in the southern regions.
Oh my God. Oh God, you're right.
Now I feel like a real idiot.
How's it going?
With it.
Remember.
Now I have to take this off because I look like an absolute idiot.
Oh.
Everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Not what you're
Oh,
saying.
better
It's
than
how
normal,
you're
or
saying
like
it,
saying?
Pickle.
All I did was grab an Afghan my grandmother made me when I was a kid. You actually went like all out.
Yeah, you put actual effort into looking at it.
Well,
And you didn't even use it as the
it's just the
thumbnail.
pillowcase.
You ruined
No,
a
because
perfectly good
I did this
pillowcase.
last minute.
That stick was not last minute.
That was not last
No,
minute. That
I
was
didn't.
planned.
unless
You-
that
It
was
was
like
so. It was last minute. I swear to God.
or
What
was
size
that your
boot
dad's
is
stick
that?
and you just inherited it? Was that like a family stick? You just inherited the family
This
stick?
is not. This is. This
Family
is,
heirloom.
This is not my boot. So.
It's nice that you clean that boot off before you brought it in the house.
So small. Is that your
No,
boot?
yeah,
Pickle?
yeah. She's just.
You wearing a size 6
Nope, not
boot?
mine. Nope.
I'm glad you weren't here to see that. But
I'm glad I don't wear a size 6 because you know what they say about guys with small and big feet.
They have small hands.
Well, no. He doesn't like to stand up on his own. He's contrary sometimes.
Yeah, he's
so
drunk.
just, you know.
He's the embodiment of the new mummer. He's the drunk stick.
in the living room. Over there.
There. Oh, hang on.
You should bring that
There we go.
stand over here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Neverboard is a good comment. I look like an old air filter with that Afghan on my head.
Same but not so muffled. That's what he said. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get an actual microphone because I don't like having these things in my ears. So, 'cause I feel like I'm being super obnoxious right now and loud.
Oh, you felt like you were being obnoxious, huh?
Yeah.
What gave you that impression?
What's up?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
Just another day.
Oh, I am adjusting.
oh, hang on. You know what I got to do? Hang on.
What
Oh, I can't do it.
is there an
Hang on.
earthquake in Minnesota? What's going on over there?
I put myself on a tripod.
Oh, I figured you put yourself on a mummer stick or something there.
No, we don't have those. There we go. Got a good picture of tunnel ram.
You don't have those.
Tunnel ram and Project XMC. Not this one. It's this one back here.
You need to keep that sound effect on from your video on your phone, so when you say it, you can just hit that noise, so it sounds official.
Fine.
So I take it all of you guys have seen the Mummer video now. I know
No,
some
I
of you here have.
I have not seen it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's worth the watch. Trust me.
Well, all of us except for Neverboard were in the Mummer video. So.
Oh, Oh well, yeah. So you already, yeah, you live. Well, that's what I said. You guys have already seen it and been there. So
I did actually watch it again today. I forgot because we were so punch drunk at that point.
hey, Mater.
Hey, Mater.
I don't know if you missed it, but I was a mummer a minute ago, so you might want to rewind and watch the beginning of this
It's-
stream. And this is
King Mater
George.
right now because he's on top.
Oh, nice! You got some stickerage going. Cool.
I did. I got Bad Attitude C10, and then I got Maters today.
Yeah, he sent me a badass hat with his sticker effect. That was really cool.
Yeah, he sent me a couple things. I wasn't expecting it, but
No, I felt bad
appreciate
because
it,
I just sent him back a sticker. I didn't know he was going to go all out.
I tried making something for him and sending him a little laser. So we'll see if he likes it.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
I didn't plan on jumping on here, and then I saw you in your plumber from hell get up. So
I think this should be a horror movie. I think it could have a really good plot if done properly.
no,
I mean, imagine if they just had.
It is a horror movie.
You know,
Yeah, this yeah, I'd have to go with Dan on that one. Or I think we came up with the Mum Witch project on the last stream, if I remember correctly.
yeah, there you go. It's a good name for it. I like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, I'm just nuts. I'm glad you guys finally, you got to see that side. I'll do anything.
I'm not
for
glad I
views,
got
so,
to see that. I'm not happy I got to see. You know what happened? You know what? I was over here admiring my project carburetor. Not this one back here. And I get a phone call, and it's Tom. I go, "What's up?" And he's like, "Go on Pickles Live right now." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "He's a mummer. That's all." And then he hangs up on me. I'm like, "What the fuck?" So then I click on, and all I see is just Pete face with the aviator looking like he just got done murdering somebody.
Well, at least he was wearing an orange hat, so he was thinking safety first. So,
Oh yeah,
There you go. Top priority. That was top priority.
yeah, I think Tom's idea was good in a cross-channel horror movie.
Yeah, there, yeah, right here. He said, yeah. I think we should do that. I think it could be a lot of fun. Admit it. You guys love the mummers, okay? Just admit it already.
No, not so much. It was
I pray I never see one actually.
Just grab this because I
down.
didn't want you to. I grabbed this. I didn't want you to feel completely as idiotic as you look by yourself. So I figured, we were a friend.
No, I wanted to jump on to tell you how idiotic you were. That was my intent.
I think you were so, you had no words because you still haven't told me how much of an idiot I am.
In my neighborhood, you'd probably fit right in dressed up like that.
We wouldn't take kindly to
neighborhood
your
is that?
folk around here.
At least the mumbers had an excuse. They were drunk. You're stone cold sober doing this silly shit. So
I'm the most sober mummer there's ever been, probably. So, yeah.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
That's guaranteed, exactly.
Well, you are all freeze spraying around me. Am I coming out okay? All of you are just frozen as hell.
It's because I haven't said nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody seems fine.
I hear you.
Lag or anything.
You were all robotic there for a minute. It's good now, though.
Okay. Well, that's the main thing. So how are you, gentlemen? Because I don't think we got off to a really proper start here. Kind of.
No, you went right into train wreck mode. You didn't even right off the
You didn't
rail.
wait at all. You just decided to
try.
ruin this right away.
Ruin. It's a masterpiece. What are you getting on with?
No. This is a masterpiece. This is nifty.
Exhaust tubing or something?
It could be. Might be.
Are you making your own giant tunnel ram now, Dan?
No. That's exhaust.
Yeah, I could see you engineering that into something else, an intake tubage.
No, that is
Yeah, me
literally
too.
for its intended purpose.
It's an exhaust cheater.
Exhaust cheater.
Oh, that's like the carb cheater. You can program that so you have fart pipes.
Oh no. No, my big project is back here.
We know your big project, okay? You don't have to cuddle the ram again.
Well, not everybody knows his big project. He's been kind of, up
I've
in the
been
air
secret.
about it, so.
Yeah, it's
Been
a big
secretive about
secret, you know. It's a huge secret.
No, it's not. It's not the thing that it's sitting on, Pickle. It's not the tunnel ram. The thing sitting on the tunnel ram.
The
What,
Bluetooth
carburetor?
fuel bowls.
It's the carburetor. Did you already
I said
forget
carburetor.
about Project XMC?
You
I
need the
said
sound effect.
carburetor, damn it.
Yeah, I need the sound effect.
Yeah, seriously. When you say that, you need to just hit a button and magically it makes that noise.
I'm working on that.
Yeah, you know I have mummer brain. Give me a break.
Well, maybe if you didn't
Don't make me put
occupy
it on
the
a-
few
go
brain
over here.
cells
Don't make
you
me
have
put it on
left
again.
with that. Maybe if you hit yourself over the head with that ugly stick a few times,
Did
it'll
you
jog your memory.
did you cut off the airflow with that pillowcase over your face, or what was going on there, pillow? Because it's not like there was rum in your Coke, so you don't have that excuse.
It's the smoke.
Oh my God. You started the
smoke.
smoke.
There we go. We'll blame it on that. Yeah, it's the smoke. Yeah.
Hey, Pickle Mater's got a question for you in the chat.
I see what he's saying here. And I haven't seen your video yet there, Mater. I've been pretty busy here today.
The only thing I
You
know
it took
for
me
sure,
all day to make up George, or I mean, half an hour.
yeah, but it is metric time, so it probably did take you 20 hours. And regular time would be like 45 minutes. But there's a mini bike
Doesn't
class
work
in
that
No Name
way.
Nationals. Dan, you can tell me if I'm wrong on this, but I think you have to run one of those stock bikes that, like the Coleman one, or so you have to run that specific model of bike. I think.
I haven't paid much attention to the monkey bike class.
Yeah, there's something with it because I asked him about modified ones and he said no, but you could probably run the bike. I would assume down the track. I don't think it would matter.
I don't really barely even know the rules to the actual vehicle classes, and I'm actually competing in that. So
No, it's just a wing and a prayer at this point. If the car's done, I don't care. It's gonna have seat. The only thing I know I need is a helmet and a seatbelt. The rest of it's screw it.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently I need hardline too. Someone reminded me on one of the videos. Oh, you can only have so many inches of rubber lines. Like, son of a bitch. One more fucking thing to do.
Man, they're strict. It's not my thing, racing and doing stuff like that. There's so many rules on it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like just doing me.
They want to be safe. It's also they want to be sued.
Although I will be there. Hopefully I'll be there to watch. Sorry, 6%. Excuse me. I hope I'll be there to see the 302, spit its rods out, because that's probably gonna happen.
I doubt it. 302 will probably last longer than the stroker motor.
Yeah, I'm sure you doubted I was gonna show up here as a monkey too. So
Well, I assume you're going to beat the ever-living bejesus out of the stroker motor the minute you put it in the car. So
yeah.
Well, I beat the ever-living Jesus out of the motor that's in it, too. It works just fine.
Well, you did an oil change the other day. That's correct, right? Like I seen you do that. Like I'm like.
Put some thick shit in there, too.
yeah, he wants it fresh and clean when it spits the guts out.
Release
Well,
the shmoo.
I gave it the cushioning effect, because beating, nitrous beat the rods that are already gone, or the, bearings that are already gone, to death. So, need some cushion. Do you see the weight of oil I put in that thing?
No, I've watched a couple of your videos the last few days, but I didn't see that one where you did actually.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
1540.
No, that's thin shit.
What,
Put 2050 in it, didn't
2050.
Holy
20
crap!
It was the thick. I just walked in the fucking auto parts store and peeked around. It's like, oh, that's the thickest one. All right.
Yeah, it's like pour molasses.
Hey, LNA,
And
I'm a
then
wild man. Yeah, I know. Did you see the mummer bird? That's what you were talking about. LNA says something about your Mustang there, Dan.
Go 6 miles top. Right, I'll never die. Ah,
He says you might as well put Lucas in it. He's not wrong. Why did you put such thick oil in?
because the bearings are probably gone, so there's probably quite a large, it's fairly loose, I would imagine, and I'm putting nitrous on it.
What's your oil pressure usually run?
Yeah.
Well, now with the thick stuff in it, it's about 80 when full, but once it's warmed up, it's right about 60, like it always is. Well,
Yeah.
actually running down the road.
That's about
When
that's
when it
excellent.
when it warms up, it'll drop down to about 20 at idle, and then pop right back up. It's a worn out fucking engine. What a that's. I'm not trying to sugarcoat this.
I'm no professional by any means, but I don't think that Port 302 is as worn out as you think it is.
Well, maybe it's not, but if it's not, then that just goes to show maintenance is overrated.
Maintenance was invented for a reason, Dan. Not so you could neglect
if the 302 is not as worn out as I predict it is,
oh, it's more worn out than
having been the one,
I paid for the engine. I'm going to use the whole engine.
Yeah.
You worked at an oil change guy, right? You saw what the oil looked like when people wouldn't do an oil change for 10, 15,000 miles, right?
And you know what? They always drove in there just fine.
Yeah.
Not once have I ever had someone have to tow the vehicle in because the oil was too bad. Look, I'm throwing nitrous.
There we go.
I winged the thing. I winged it up to $7,000 the other day. By accident, but it went there. Not that it makes any power up there.
No.
But it at least got there. This thing is beat to death, worn, and yet I still go burn rubber with it faster than LNA's car. So,
I'm telling you, I don't think it's as bad as you think it is.
At the end of the day, you're Captain Four-Leaf Clover. You can do stuff that you are the Superman of the Mustang. So
it's like my Dodge. I beat the shit out of it, and it still fires up and goes to work the next day.
That's right.
What kind of Dodge you got?
Huh?
What kind of Dodge do you have?
I got Dodge Dakota 96.
It's pretty cool.
318 in it. It's my work truck.
Yeah,
I'll put it against any truck any day. I beat the crap out of that thing. It just keeps on going.
Wow. Ever do any major repairs to it or anything?
Yeah, it sat for like 7 years, and then I picked it up pretty cheap, and then I just did the oil change on it, put new brakes, new shocks, and then went through the transmission, just did a flush, drained it, and then I've just driven it. Had to put new exhaust on it here recently, but
well, they always rot out. I just consider that like maintenance. To be honest, the salt eats those mufflers out like so fast. It's ridiculous.
When I got it, it was already wore out, and I just I had a set of used tailpipes I put on there, and then it just got a little hole.
Hey, I can't hear what Neverboard says. I'm gonna punch out, and I'll come back here in just a second.
All right, man.
And then I just kept patching it, and then I use it to plow and stuff. So it went to shit pretty quick. So I had to put new exhaust on it because my Silverado went down in the winter, so I had to have a spare vehicle driving the snow.
Yeah, I've bounced back and forth on like what to get because like I've had 150 different ideas, but honestly, I'd be sketchy buying like a late 90s or 2000s Ford or Chevy because, man, I don't know if they're put together that well.
You just got to find the one that an older person has, because they're the ones that take care of it. They put it in the garage every year. You know, they're always doing routine maintenance on it, taking it to shops, depending on the area you live in. Those are the ones I always look for.
Every one of them I look at is either turned into like a mud truck and like it's destroyed, been in like a rollover, or jacked up and been messed with.
Yeah, but that just means there's less to go wrong. Everything's already gone wrong with it.
Damn, there's like 320,000 kilometers on like a 5.4 Triton. Yeah, just what I want.
Yeah, it's like 54,000 miles. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it'd be okay.
Hey, Miss Carol, how's it going?
I say get you something fun that you won't care if you run up against a tree with.
And yes, Miss Carol, I do have something carbureted. I have something old, don't worry, old school, so in the works. So. Not to worry. There's no fuel injection in my future as of right now, anyway. 90 Chevy. Well, I get mixed opinions about that because, some people are like diehard Chevy guys, and they'll tell you like, oh, they have the best diesel and everything, but
No, they don't have the best diesel. They make the gas motor. They don't make the best diesel.
If I were getting a diesel, I think I'd get like 7.3 Power Stroke. I don't know, like the 90s Ford truck. I'm not really a diesel fan anyway, but if I had to choose one, that would be what I would get.
I go straight 12 valve, just because there's too many parts out there. They're very simple, and they're a lot lighter.
I respect that. Yeah, 12 valve's good engine.
Yeah, the Cummins are basically mechanical, almost everything. So,
yeah,
they used to have a 2003 or a 2002 Power Stroke, and I chipped it, and it made decent power and stuff, but it was so heavy, and it was just kind of a turd. But
so
it never broke
what about
down.
like the IDI though? Is that the same motor? Is it? I get confused.
It's an older motor.
Yeah, IDI.
What is an IDI diesel? Is it the same?
It's
Power
mechanical.
stroke?
It's a mechanical one.
yeah, it's the previous It's the first generation, I guess, technically. Then they went to the Power Stroke models. I think they're harder to do things with. But my knowledge of them is limited.
Yeah, ask Miss Carol. Tell you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, actually, she probably would know if you needed
to tell
to
you everything on it.
Oh, she said she's had an IDI.
Yeah, there you go.
Excuse me.
Yeah, if there's a problem,
that's where I would get in a diesel, either an IDI or a 7.3. 87 to 95 TBI are decent in Chevy.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get the vortex.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's good. There's good like Chevy products, and there's good Ford, and there's bad Ford, and good and bad Chevy. But I just find like, I don't know, like I would be skeptical buying a Ford after the year like 96.
Well, Neverboard's right. If you look for something newer, you just got to find whatever you can find that's the nicest in the nicest shape for a decent amount of money. It's not too bad out of your budget, but just find whatever's been taken care of.
Like the Super Duty I bought. The only reason
I would love to
that
find
one
that, but
it was an older guy. The truck had a new box on it, and they had all the slips of
they always jack them
on
up
the
though.
dot of when he went in and had all the maintenance done.
Oh, pull the witty.
Pickle.
Pull the witty.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess this is our stream now.
I guess now he's back.
Son of a biscuit.
It would have been yours too, and you're in the middle. You're the next in succession. Pickle, falls away.
I was about to take over. Oh, hey,
now it is bad.
Hey.
He's having a mummer moment.
He's been having a mummer moment for a week.
Yeah, as I was saying about the diesels, whether it's Power Stroke or if it's a 7.3. They always are jacked up here. Got those great big wheel spaces on them. And just the dumbest tires on them. I swear to God. Like pavement princess is what I'd call them. It's so stupid. It's like they ruined a perfectly good diesel truck.
I don't get the
I don't
big
know.
lifted truck with the big wheel thing. If you're gonna have big wheels, have big tires, not rims. Low profile tires this big just don't make any fucking sense.
That's why they call the
The
Jeeps like
only thing it does is it handles so much better because you don't have
Well,
any
just have
tire.
regular size wheels on it if you want it to handle.
LNA,
good.
that's
Right.
LNA, that's
You're,
not
you're
100%
adding
true though.
so much mass,
What you're
so much
saying.
weight.
yeah, you're
With
adding a lot of
giant
front
wheels.
weight.
Yeah.
That's why the wheel bearings and ball joints fall out of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big problem with them too. Especially what they call the jelly bean Fords. You know, like the early rounded. I think they call them jelly beans. I
What?
see a lot of those. Even stock, they just have terrible ball joints and wheel bearings. And transmissions. I see a lot of transmissions gone too.
You seeing what LA is saying right now? Distant carburetors. Can't believe the guy.
I know. I've seen it.
What,
These
what the hell?
distant
It sounds like you
carburetors.
guys should have a carburetor fight.
I mean,
Well, I mean, it's two against one. So
No,
and I got two carburetors right now.
Or LNA could come in too, and I'm assuming you'll invite him in. You guys can have a car battle. As long as it's not
yes,
like a
of course, LNA. Here, I'll put the link here, bud. If you want to come in, come
Just
on
don't
up.
start
Don't
talking
be
about
afraid.
Fuck all your viewers.
See if they'll come in.
You're about to go down with a rabbit hole with older cars. No, go on, go on, Miss Carol. That's what we talk about. Anything on this stream is if you were here for the beginning and you've seen past streams. Literally, I mean anything.
No, you got someone new jumped in the chat there, Pickle.
Somebody new.
Oh, Davey, I believe this person was on a stream that I was on last night. Somebody else from the community. So hello, thank you for hopping on.
Cool.
Welcome.
What's up?
Yep.
We're just talking about diesels. This is George.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
nice-
sure.
It's nice you can stick. So Dan's got his tunnel ram and exhaust pipe. You've got a stick with a coffee can on it, and what the hell's on its head?
The thing for like washing yourself in the shower.
A loofah.
A loofah. Okay.
I call them puffs, but I knew that wasn't right.
A what?
Yeah, that's not.
A puff.
Puff?
Oh, you mean like the thing that women use, the squishy ball thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that would be what Pickle said.
Yeah. It's just like soft, like you just do your stuff.
I was gonna say technically I have a tunnel ram, a carburetor spacer,
Oh
and
my
two
God.
carburetors with my single exhaust.
I was talking about what could be seen in the frame. You really can't see the spacer. So
I apologize. Let me put it on top of project.
you've got
Fancy.
car parts. Pickle's got a stick with flare.
He's got an ugly stick. Yeah.
Yeah. But this could fix a bad starter. You could whack it. You could knock out your buddy if he was getting on your nerves. It's multi-use. It's an instrument.
I could beat a mummer to death with this thing if I wanted to.
Well, it's already happened where a mummer died or a mummer killed somebody with this stick. So
Yeah, that was
prove it,
alcohol poisoning. He
I don't have to
drank
prove
stuff
nothing. It's already
to death,
happened.
let's be honest here. They didn't.
Actually, if you turned your back on a mother,
Davey, don't worry about it.
Shotgun.
We're not only car stuff here.
No, it devolves quickly.
It's
Don't
not
worry.
only
Give it
car
5
stuff
minutes.
here, Davey. We talk about literally anything. So, yeah, give it 5 minutes and we'll be like laughing our asses off and rolling around on the floor. So, this is just the beginning.
Do you know a
You
single
gotta get us
exhaust
going.
makes more power?
LNA typically does that.
Are you
Yes,
talking
Stan,
to the,
you've said it 100 million times to me.
I wasn't sure if he's talking to the tunnel ram or it's all depends on pipe size.
Well, yeah, but single exhaust probably make more power than dual exhaust.
A single 3-inch will normally outflow a dual 2.5-inch.
And it's half the weight. Well, roughly.
It's considerable. It all depends on pipe, but yeah, it's definitely less weight.
You guys are lagging.
Yep. And Woody again. Pickle pulled the Woody the Pooh.
Gone again.
All right, you're in charge again, Dan.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, all right. Does another special. It's your stream. Let's go. Come on. Oh, crap, he's back.
Never mind.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh. All right, he's back.
The internet is terrible.
Might be your ugly stick back there.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you could be throwing off your nets because there's a stick with a tin can on it behind you and a loofah sponge and
No, that acts as an antenna. You know.
I do like the fact that the boot still has poop on it. That was a nice touch.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Whose boot did you steal?
I'm assuming his mom's or his sister's, one of the two.
They're gonna be pissed.
It was my mother's.
What are you waving your mom's boot around on your live stream for?
Don't you dare. Don't do this.
Hey, financial opportunity. Some people pay for that.
I know, I was just gonna say that.
Private Christmas trees.
No,
What is wrong with you?
Hey, Dan, he made sure to grab the boot that she kicks his ass with so that she can't find it.
You realize what my mom would do if I was doing the same shit you were doing? If she saw me dressed up like a Taliban on a live stream, she would literally kill me.
Okay,
No
but
exaggeration.
what if I told you that... Ooh, I got a new subscriber. Lauren H., thank you if you're watching. What if I told you that my mother was the one who set all this up?
We need to have a talk, Pickle.
We need
This
to
was
have-
her idea. This
Yeah,
wasn't my idea.
We seriously need to have a talk.
Okay,
Well, he
We'll
got
talk.
one more subscriber, so I guess the joke's on you guys.
that's right.
No, well,
I'm at
actually-
100 and something now. I'm doing good lately.
We're the ones who told him to chop the video up and put it out or chop the live stream up, put it out as a video because it would help gain his channel traction because it's, 17 degrees is stupid. And it is.
Yeah, like I said, I've never bored. You got to see it because I promise you, you will laugh. It's the dumbest, most ridiculous thing. And it just started with a simple explanation and then went completely 180 degrees.
No.
It started off
You
with a
had
really
it. You
shitty
almost had that right. You did an explanation of the dumbest, most stupidest thing we've ever heard.
and all of us collectively went, "What the fuck?" And you went, "Oh shit!" And then it just kept getting dumber.
Okay,
Thanks,
he
Almec.
started the conversation about you could wear a bra, you could, go ask people, knock on people's doors,
You steal
and we're
booze.
just sitting here like,
Oh my god.
And he was straight faced, and when we all there was 5 of us, and we all just looked at him, and he went, "Oh
Well,
shit!"
it was him that started like roaring when I said something about stuffing like a bra with paper towels.
that's not something you just talk about.
And
Usually people try to keep that in the closet.
well, and then he kept making it worse because he kept trying to make it sound normal, and every time he did it, it got worse.
But it is a normal thing, though. You guys would love
There-
it. I'm going to
For women
convince you.
that are freshmen, yes. That's a
For-
common thing for them.
For Neverboard's benefit, why did they stop allowing mummering, Pickle? For Neverboard's benefit, why did they stop allowing mummering, Pickle?
Well, for the record, a couple of mummers kind of killed a guy. So it was illegal from 1860 to 1990 here. So, but that's fine.
apparently walking around intoxicated through the streets with makeshift weapons leads to violence.
It's nuts. It's crazy.
Uh,
And especially back
Canada
then.
found that out the hard way.
The A and L&A Auto Works. Who's this?
Oh, maybe that's Mrs. LNA.
Oh, somebody's.
Oh, hell.
Wow. You guys.
oh my god.
New guest. Hello. I don't think you've ever been on here before. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. I didn't
Yep.
realize you had a channel.
Yes, Miss Carol, it's bra stuffing 101. All you ladies out there, you should watch the video.
The A in L&A, how does it feel knowing that the L in L&A has an inferior vehicle?
No, the L in LNA apparently stands for loser. So, you know. Or sorry, loser because he's, backwards.
Yeah.
Apparently you fucked up, Dan.
Did I?
I don't know. He's claiming you did.
Well, you fucked D, Dan. Because
Maybe
you fucked
fooked.
D, Dan.
You fooked up. You fooked.
I think you fucked up the spelling of that sentence.
Well, maybe his wife came in to take out his trash, which I think you're technically his trash. So
Maybe the wife had to come in to, emotionally support.
Well, as long as he's not going to go eating no spaghetti tonight, we're okay.
L&A, you should come in here. We would have a riot discussing this.
Come on in. I think I just put the link in there, didn't I? Not that long ago. I can pin that, can't I? Where is the link?
You
Let me
did.
go pin it.
you can pin it to the top too, Pickle.
Yeah, let me do that because it's always gone.
I think you
How do
have
I
to do it
pin?
in YouTube though. You can't do it on StreamYard, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh,
something like that.
damn. All right.
I haven't figured that out.
LNA said his phone's charging. Oh, and we have been slimoed.
Hey, Slimo, how's it going?
Slimo.
And you've all been mummed. I gotta go and see if I can do that in here. Hang on.
I'm calling to work tomorrow because I got mummered.
Mhm.
I got it.
Yeah, I
I
got a
said
real
good luck,
bad
Tommy.
case of the mummers. I'm not gonna be in tomorrow. Sorry.
Yes, sorry. I was up all night mumming.
Can you send us a picture and I'll just send them a screenshot of you at the beginning of the stream?
Yeah, feel free. I don't care. I've already made a fool of myself many times. So
I'd love to make it in, but I'm about 500 miles away from home, dressed like Betty White with a hangover. It's
That's how
gonna
it
take me a
works,
while.
Dan.
You couldn't believe the amount of ground you can cover when you're intoxicated with.
It's all fun and games, Pickle. But if in 5 years you're super famous, and that's gonna be like the screenshot with the takes you down. So famous
Man.
YouTuber, strange history of There's your photo.
Well, I have all you guys to back me up that it's just an innocent joke, and if people can't get over that, well, then you shouldn't be here at this channel.
You've been on the internet for more than 45 seconds, right? You know how this works. In reality, doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I know, but
Feed off of people's anger.
No, man, the A and LNA is really just sticking a Pickle's boot right up your butt there, Dan.
okay, LNA, no, I'm not that stunned, okay? And LNA says that's your everyday look, Dan.
Go one up, one
Josh?
comment, Pickle.
Mm-hmm. This should be interesting.
What are they saying? I ain't got my glasses on. I'm an old
Dan,
man.
you got the bar is held high for you. You really gotta kick his butt.
The A in LNA said inferior. I'll judge that in person this September.
Bring a tissue box.
Yeah, because Dan's gonna need it.
Man, just lighting Dan up tonight.
Well, it's just so much fun. I can't help myself. We're buddies. That's how you know I like you.
Could you maybe possibly take that stick and like move it to the other side of your square? I don't want it that
Don't
close
put
to
that
me.
shit over here. No, no,
No way, man. It's stand there now.
don't
You
put
said
that shit
that.
over. Just move your camera just about 3 inches. Or
This is going to
67.
be in the background of every live stream now. I'm taking this to Calgary with me because this is a work of art right here, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you mispronounced fart.
You should do one live stream where the stick is just the person doing the live stream and you're just talking for it behind the camera.
Yeah,
And I'm the one that's nuts and off the rails here.
you are.
You're
Yes.
the one who made the stick.
Yeah.
You're the one who's still coming up with ways to keep it in the stream.
No, he's
Well,
trying
really,
to actually, get
it's
it rid of
better
it.
look for the stream.
And
It's like
Miss
the real
Girl,
version of Plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking that.
He said that. I don't even know who they are. I gotta look them up. He said that last
You don't know who they are?
You are
I've
Ralph.
never seen
It's
it.
like the greatest cartoon of
Yeah.
my life.
Literally,
I don't think I was around when that
Newfie-
cartoon was out, gentlemen.
Newfie land over here is literally Ralph's village.
Oh my
I have
God.
no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
you got me
probably
with
what
that
makes
one.
it
I've
even
never
better.
seen it.
Oh my god.
You gotta take at least
Yeah.
one look at it because it would make complete sense.
Bro.
Yeah, and Miss Carroll said the stream went off the rail. No, it never was on the rails. It was
Yeah,
correct.
it
Did you
doesn't
see how
start
it
on the
started?
rails and it doesn't end on the rails. It's just we're
Weird.
like a roller coaster. You know, there's ups and downs to every stream, and
He
I
was
don't even
late
know how to
3
explain
minutes because he was putting his costume on. Trying to
you know
figure out
what?
how to
You're not wrong in a way.
It took you 3 minutes to put a pillowcase on your face.
Hey man, I had to cut the holes in it, and then I was like, oh man, should I do this? Because this is kind of like the KKK. And, you know, there was a whole
Yeah,
thought
no,
process behind this.
Yeah, it's
You-
different.
I
it
was
was
like-
exactly the
So then I was like, oh wait, the sunglasses, they're you
Yeah.
know, they'll work perfect. You know,
No,
Yeah, and it didn't fix it. It didn't fix. It just looked like you were a KKK member on a sunny day going hunting. That's
No,
all it looked like.
you pulled it off until you took the hat off, and then it was full, Klansman, mild Klansman
I'll
attire.
have to edit that part out.
No, you didn't editing that part out. It's too late now.
You know, oddly, it's not the first time I've ever been called that. I have a story, okay? Story time!
Hold on, Pickle, is this one you want to share with the group?
Yes.
Yes.
Think before you speak, Pickle.
Pickle, would you ever like to have more than 100 subscribers, Pickle? You think about these things.
I'm going to tell them either way. But
It's
I
Friday,
didn't
go
mean.
church
No, I
Sunday.
should start. I'll start by saying
Tried to
this.
help. That's it.
I was innocent, okay? I was a child when this happened, okay? I didn't even
You're
know
a
who
child
the KKK
still.
was.
What?
Oh no!
No. I mean,
That's a bad way to start this out. What'd you do? Go to Uncle Herbert's house?
Yeah. What? You want to touch you inappropriately? What's going on here?
No, it was a Halloween costume. So one year, I loved Elvis Presley. I still do. I love Elvis Presley. That shouldn't be a secret at all. Yeah, my music taste is weird. But anyway, moving on. So I dressed up as him when I was 12, I think. So this was quite a while ago.
Yeah, 45 minutes ago. Yes.
Yeah, it was about 3 years ago. We get it.
So when I was out, the next year after that, I decided, oh, I'll be the ghost of Elvis. It's a great idea. So white jumpsuit,
Oh, my
white pillowcase with 2 eye holes cut in it. And I went around, trick-or-treating with that costume on until I came across a group of children who said that exact same thing to me.
You're lucky you didn't go trick or treating in a ghetto.
Did,
You would have got.
And I didn't mean any offense by it. I just, I made the costume. I didn't even think anything of it. I wasn't trying to do anything.
Did your parents see you before you stepped out of the house? Did they?
Yes. That's the
We
funny
need to
part.
have a talk, Pickle.
We need to have a talk.
We need
Pickle.
to have a talk.
Yeah, we need to have a group chat, Pickle.
Ooh, Tom's in with the conduit. How's it going? Or is there a conduit? Yeah, there's a conduit back there. I see it.
There's conduit. All right, we're back to the battle of who's got the darker background.
Yeah, you might need to separate
Hey,
them too.
this
They're gonna cause a void.
This is George
Never
or
more.
George. This is George.
You got to put
Right here.
Nevermore in the middle to balance out the dark.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, I'm pretty white because my only light I got on right now.
Whoa! He's gonna
Ah,
blind himself.
Good Lord. Turn it off. Turn it off.
The sun.
Won't go down any further.
Put the strobe effect
Well,
on.
What?
You should
What?
get the rainbow strobe going.
Rainbow
That would really spice
strobe.
up
Dan
this
says,
live
right?
stream.
Yeah, that would finish off this live stream accurately. So.
Oh,
There
Nick.
we go.
Can't even tell.
Look
I
at that.
look
He's
red.
pink. Oh, you look pink to me.
Oh,
There's
hey.
red.
Now
Now
you
that's
red light
fine.
district.
Now you're Darth Vader.
Death Star.
No, actually, Tom's broadcasting from
You won't like
Delaware.
me when I'm angry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Okay. Hey. Well,
Not a rave.
Good Lord.
We actually have another rave going on, like right down the road again.
That was weird. This
What is
one's,
your?
like,
I gotta
slowly
tap on
changing
you for a
colors.
second. What does your thing say? Mummers equal muggers.
Pretty much.
Actually,
I had to zoom that one in. I
on
couldn't
mine.
see it.
Dang it.
What?
Oh, man.
Well, I'm assuming that's what happened with that one death, right? The guy just got the phrases mixed up. You know, he was thinking muggers. He was supposed to be mumming. Just
He
a
got it
little
was a simple,
miscommunication.
simple,
That's it.
yeah, miscommunication, and
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
You know, you could expand on your point. Maybe he beat him to death with an empty mug because he didn't fill it quick enough. So he mugged the guy to death.
No,
sure.
no.
If you got a big enough mug,
Hey, Shopcat, how's it going? I hope you've seen the beginning of this because I was dressed as a mummer for a very brief time.
He was dressed like the KKK, yes.
Yeah, and then he
is-
explained his history
Yep.
with things of that nature. Yes.
This is George.
that's his racist stick.
Are you sure it's not Wilson?
It's George.
Wilson.
Wilson.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
That could be episode 1. Mummer lost his mum and stick. Jason. Oh wait, George. Whatever you call it.
It's George.
I don't know.
Jason.
You idiot.
I don't know if it's worse that you built it or that you named it.
No, every ugly stick has a name. You have to name it. So whether it's
6%.
George, Bill, Bob, Stan, it has a
6%.
name.
6%. Every self-respecting man, okay, names his stick at some point.
Yes, but not the stick. That's true, but not the stick you put in your mom's boot.
Oh God, what are we doing? What are we
Oh,
talking
good.
about? What the
Every
fuck?
time you guys get on here, you turn it.
You bring it upon yourself. You came out here
Come on,
dressed
God
like the
bless, man.
KKK,
Pickle.
waving a goddamn stick you named
This is
George.
because of all the
for
smoke.
Christ's
Okay?
sake.
All the smoke you're
Wait.
sending my way. It is
Wait.
killing me.
Actually, now it's
Really?
an option somewhere north of us as well. So
Oh, okay, wait a minute.
Carol.
We've all commented on the fact that he, look. We've all commented on the fact he stole his mom's boot, but none of us, until me just now, is bringing up the fact that he stole his mom's loofah out of the fucking bathroom. You know he did go buy that thing, and we just found it.
yeah, no,
Fucking on top of the can.
or God forbid, is that his loofah? Or is that his?
Oh,
species?
Jesus Christ. It's a used loofah. That's all we know for sure, and
Don't
it's on top of the
Don't ask,
can.
we won't tell Lufa, okay? Don't ask, and we won't tell you about it.
Why are you calling it a loofah?
It's in
Where-
America.
what it is.
we
No,
call
I
it a
mean,
loofah.
technically, a loofah and what he's got on that thing are very different. But
Like I said, I call it a puff.
I didn't
or
see
a
it. What is it?
scrubber
A
or
sea sponge?
no, it's one of those squeezy things chicks have.
What?
As a
It's a
loofah.
scrunchie?
That's a loofah.
That looks like,
No,
like
a
the thing
loofah is
you
that hard sponge.
put soap
that
on
hard
and
kind of round shaped sponge. That's a
rub
loofah.
it on yourself in the shower. Yep, loofah.
Shopcat.
Pickle washes himself with George?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why
you know what? That's a brilliant
you-
idea right
that's a
there.
good point.
Touching your
That's why he's
stick in
got the rubber boot on.
bathroom.
You get right down your back with that sucker.
No, that's but Pickle. That's exactly why George has a rubber boot on, so he's waterproof.
Exactly.
Pickle, don't take the stick into the shower with you.
Chicks have. To be fair, Dan, bring my stick everywhere with me.
Yeah, but he can change the bottom out and then he can make it a plunger.
Why do you think it's got a rain boot, Dan? To take in the shower.
I really don't want to know any other details about this fucking item.
This keeps getting weirder.
It keeps
It's an
getting weird.
instrument, okay? It's an instrument. You know what?
The
I'll go
instrument
over
of
it.
terror.
Look,
I mean, it's
some
there's a solid
washers.
point.
Look
Yeah,
at this. It's just
bottom of
washers
it.
and a screw. Washers and a screw. A paint lid, because I was been painting the house. Some beer stoppers, and then a boot.
Is there a sock on that boot?
Where's
Otherwise,
your
Not a
the
beer
sock.
stick's gonna
There's
fucking
not-
shake.
You should have a beer opener on that thing for.
There you go. See? Now he's getting it. And you just beat it, and you can. There's supposed to be a stick that you smack all these things with, but I don't have one. You just get a stick from
Why
like,
are
a
you
tree or
trying to
something.
emulate some indigenous tribe on an island? Oh wait, okay, never mind. That's exactly what
Whoa!
people are.
Whoa!
You're all just sitting there with your damn stick.
Demonetized right there.
I'm surprised you don't have a fucking
Well,
bone
I mean,
through your nose at this
To be
rate.
fair, right before Dan said something, you were
Miss
talking
Carol.
about beating your stick. So
Get a fucking Bud Light.
fidget spinner strippers. So Pickle, your mom helped you make that stick.
She sure did.
Did you ask her to?
I
you go,
this was
"Ma,
guys.
I need
Let me
to
explain
make
something.
An ugly
Has she
stick.
been mumming before, Pickle?
This was all her idea. She's very supportive of the channel. So this was all her idea. She was like, "Well, you guys," but she watched the mummer video and laughed her ass off because I mean, who doesn't? It's just so funny. It's ridiculous. And she was like, "You know what? You need to dress up as a mummer and have an ugly stick." And that's where it started. It was all her idea. I just helped put it together.
Is she watching right now?
She
Aurora.
could be, but I doubt it.
This
How's
is the
that?
same
Come here.
person. This is the same person who lets you go out dressed like Elvis in the KKK uniform.
Yes.
Are you seeing a pattern here, Pickle?
Okay, wait. You see that guy right there? You know who he is? He's called Pickle. That's what will happen if I don't raise you right. And I'm just
Damn,
like,
that's a low
Look at
blow, bud. Come on.
you know, all those rules that I make you wearing, the matching outfits, the same damn sock on each foot. That's why you're gonna turn out just like Pickle.
There's
Okay,
nothing
that's
wrong with me. There's nothing
Go
wrong with
get
me,
your
okay?
dad.
If you go to the bathroom, you'll see his twin brother.
Ah, she got a slap. There you go. She disagrees. She wants to be like Pickle. I feel like you need private security at this point. Now I'm for hire. Me and George here.
I think she
What
means
are you gonna do?
Winnie the Pooh and
Hired for
Emily
what
Arm.
job?
yeah, she
Male
means
nurse.
from you, not you, Pickle.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's my people. And see, LNA thinks it's awesome. Now, whether he's being, blowing smoke up my arse, but I don't know, but. You guys need to let loose and just have fun. That's what we're here for, ultimately.
Hey, look, I put this damn thing on to try to help you. I didn't realize you were going down the stream with your mom's boot and no.
You did good. You were dressed up too. But see, it's just I just don't care what other people have to think. It's either you accept me or you don't at this point. So,
This is turning into an intervention for you, Pickle.
I'm sure there's a lot of weirder traditions people do all over the world, though.
I'm
Probably.
sure there's weirder traditions in Newfoundland because this Pickle's not the first Newfie I've ever met, and believe it or not, he's the most normal one that I've ever met. So
Makes sense.
He dressed up like a mummer. So what does that say about the rest?
We're fun. Okay. You ask anybody, and you'll hear it. We're loud. We're sometimes a little rude because we don't mean to be. It's just because we're so loud. We talk over each other. We like to drink. And we're fun because of all that.
Yeah, you just straight up, that's Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know if they do that stuff over here. Now, when I was reading on the internet of all of this didn't originate in Newfoundland. This is actually from like England and like Scotland and like, places way over, across the pond. So I don't know if we actually came up with the idea. I don't know who did, but I just know that one of us did. So I am half British. Well, I'm a half British, but there's British and Irish in me. I'm not sure what the percentage is. So
just don't put the stick in you.
Oh my God.
It's a good thing this is a late night show, because otherwise I don't know if I would have made it this far at this point.
Yeah, I don't know if this is too
How many people do we have on?
Currently there's 4, but there was 10. So
How many is
I
there
mean,
right now?
that must not count all of us. There's 6 people on the screen at least.
there you go. So
Added
there's
to the 4.
There's 10.
Well, so you got to put your hood back on, Pickle, because that seemed to up your viewer count. So.
You know what? I have never had such a strong start to a live stream. As soon as I had that hood on, there was like 10 people.
Tom, what did you
I
do?
wasn't even
Call
saying
everybody?
anything. Hey,
The only reason I got here so early was because of him. He called me.
I know. He said I got to get Dan here right now.
This guy told me to call you. It's like, you got to tell
Till
Dan.
the next one. What idea you got for the next one?
Honestly, I don't know. I have so much. I want to have a live stream at Dildo here soon. I think this week I'm gonna plan. I'm gonna be heading out that way. So no promises. I'll end up in Dildo. I don't know how far it is off the highway, but I'm definitely gonna try
Dildo
my
and
best.
George.
Just so long as Dildo don't end up in you.
That's
You
an
can go to
OnlyFans
Dildo,
thing, Dan.
but
Dan,
don't
that's
take it back
OnlyFans
with you.
thing.
You don't even have to go into Dildo. If you're like around the vicinity of Dildo, that's probably good enough, Pickle.
Oh no, if he's going there, he might as well go all the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and find the sign, and I'm gonna have like a 20-minute live stream to prove that I'm in Dildo, and I'm gonna call it Live in Dildo. Or maybe I should say Live on Dildo. Maybe that would make.
Might be a little suggestive.
Yeah.
Live deep inside the territories of Dildo.
Think of a really good title. As another Canuck, let me put it this way: we love our Nicky. Yeah,
You can take the man out of Dildo, but you can't take Dildo out of the man.
Yeah. We were late coming into Canada, like becoming like Canadian. It was a long time.
You should have held
49.
him.
But Dan was probably right. Our ancestors probably rode there, and like everybody forgot, didn't realize we were living here until it was like, oh wait, there's a whole like, there's people here doing stuff.
There's some strangely dressed drunk people with sticks. Run.
God forbid they showed up at Christmas time, all right?
Yeah, this is a Christmas tradition for anybody. I'll fill in some of the gaps.
Like I
This
said,
whole thing is just Christmas. We do this, this is a holiday season thing. So
Yeah.
people knock on your door, ask if any mummers are allowed in. That's what they'll say. And they'll go in, they'll have ugly sticks, and they'll be, banging these on the floor, playing accordions, guitar, playing music, dancing, having a good time, dancing with the people inside the house. But the people inside the house, I should say, have to let you in. They don't break in.
No.
They come in.
Let's clarify that stuff. They knock first, second, possibly third house, but by the 4th house, they've had enough to where it becomes optional. They're getting in there.
they're just kicking down doors at that point.
Yeah,
We're just very friendly people. And honestly, I don't know if anybody would ever say no. I can't say that I would say no. If somebody came and knocked on the door right now and wanted to come in and dance in a costume
We know one
and,
guy
and
did. He
have
didn't
a
spot.
good time, I don't think I would say no.
The one
I'd
guy
totally
who
join
said no, they took care of him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
One guy said no and he died, Pickle. So
that instance turned into a mugging. Went from a mumming to a mugging pretty quick.
So yeah, that's just the simple way to tell you what mumming is, or mummering, whatever you want to call it.
Well, that's just special. We open up presents for Christmas.
We get drunk. Oh, here's a good topic. One I almost forgot. Do any of you know what Tibbs Eve is?
what?
Anyone?
See?
I don't know if I want you.
I'll give everyone a minute here in the
That
chat.
translate to
Hold on.
anything?
No, it
Did you
doesn't translate
say
to anything.
Tim's?
Tibbs
Like
Eve.
as in Tim Hortons?
No. Not Tibbs with
Oh.
a V.
Debt
Tibbs.
collecting. Absolutely, go collect your debt then.
Hey, Pickle, you forgot to give me that money last time you said you would give me.
What money?
Actually,
The money if I said yes, that I believed you and not him.
A bribe unpaid, just like
Ah.
a metric system using individual.
yeah, you did kind of.
I did say that. She is right. I did say something about money. I remember it. That was a while ago.
Make sure he pays you in American, not Canadian, though, because that shit ain't worth it.
Okay.
Let a loof under your pillow tonight.
What'd you get?
I'll
you
be
get
over.
36 loonies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly
put
two
Put a stick
toonies.
under your pillow, and magically in the morning there'll be money there.
See, this is the difference between Americans and the Canadian. Your mom was more concerned about dressing you up like a KKK hit, Elvis Presley there.
You keep your hands to yourself.
My
Yeah.
kid is over here collecting debts.
Your point?
Which one's going to succeed?
I'm gonna go steal your car.
Wait, no, no, that tune.
Yeah. Shopcat. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled. I didn't know. Okay, to be quite honest, I just know it's whatever. I don't say things 100% correct, and I don't know how to spell Newfoundland things 100% correct. So, I mean, for good reason. I mean, look, I have the IQ of the stick, so.
And you owe little people money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you owe children money. You have a debt.
So
be paid.
I take it, Shopcat, you know what Tibbs Eve is, and none of you Americans do.
Okay, Pickle.
Okay.
If you happen to not pay that debt, she's just going to beat up the next closest thing, which would currently be her dad. So
I already beat up someone
My
from
dad.
his work.
No, her dad.
I sticked around
her
people
dad.
from my work.
Oh,
her dad is the next
Her dad?
closest person nearby, and that's who she's going to beat up if you don't pay her. So
do you need to borrow the stick?
She's
Open
got
the
ways to get the money, all right? She's crafty.
Jeez, I'll give her $10 or whatever I said.
No, give me $100,000.
Collecting interest at this point, Pickle.
Hey, Hammer Wrench, how's it going? And what have you got with a carburetor? Exciting.
Let her know that 100,000 Canadian is $10. So
Okay, that is whoa. That is not how it works.
Don't send her Canadian mates.
You were the last one to touch it.
I'll send you a toonie and a loony. How about that? Collector's item
what?
right there.
He's
Toonie
not
and a
into
loony.
this phony
the
thing.
TV
stuff.
show,
no, that's their cracked up money.
Cartoon
It's
Network.
Canadian
TV.
currency. A toonie is $2. It's a coin. And a loony is $1.
Flipping
No,
upside.
a loony's the man with a stick in his living room. With a face
There
and a can on it. A loofah sponge in his mom's boot. That's a loony.
Well, his mom's losing sponge, really.
I don't want to know.
Hang
I
on.
mean, I don't want to know. Oh, hell, he's waiting again. Pickles,
Bring
we
her
need to do this one again.
Hang on. I got a loony and a toonie right here. I have all kinds of money. Money.
If the currency is named Looney and Cooney,
Okay,
I just
Shut
don't
up.
know.
shut up.
Excuse me?
This is a toonie.
I got one of those.
This
Yeah,
is a
that was
loony.
Gold.
I got two of those.
There you go. So this is $1. This is $2.
What's going
Simple.
on?
I think
He's
I have
trying
one
to
of
pay you
the.
in
Here, I have
dollars.
your money. Here, get a coffee.
Wait, which
Get a
which
double
is
double.
again?
Worthless.
Real money. Real money.
Exactly. She wants real money, not Canadian money.
I don't want 2 or 3 monies.
Jeez, you raised her well.
What does
Right.
Pickle look like? The Tooth Fairy? He ain't got that kind of cash on him.
He is a tooth fairy.
Man, I can barely afford this stick.
He's the stick fairy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he would go down into the
right.
wilderness, chop that stick off of a tree himself.
Take a
Hammer
look at
Wrench.
this.
I missed a bunch of comments. Hammer Wrench has an 88 Wrangler YJ.
Is
Cool
everyone-
rig, man. Cool
Not,
rig.
not that close. Not that close. Clearly,
And-
this man can't afford to give you the money. So instead of getting the money now, you bleed him for life. Okay.
There you go.
Right.
Shopcat has a very good explanation on Tibbs Eve. That's what it is. It's basically an extra day so that we can get drunk. I'm
That's
not
New Year's
kidding.
for us. New Year's Eve.
Yeah. So every
No,
every
but we have Tibbs Eve.
What about it?
Wait, when is Tibbs? Yeah, Tibbs. Okay, I'm not going to name them in order, but Tibbs Eve, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then
money.
well, as long as you have off of work, and then New Year's.
St. Patrick's Day.
yeah, we have like one official, well, 2 official drunk holidays. Every holiday mentions a fire pickle. You said drunk.
No,
So
you don't need to give him a pen.
So yeah.
Christmas,
Actually,
you got the eggnog.
Phone charger.
You got New Year's Eve.
Hey, we
St.
got Miss
Patrick's
Carol
Day.
coming on. Uh-oh.
Hands down.
I cannot add any more people. There's only 6 allowed.
you should have.
Okay, wait. I'll hop off for a bit. I gotta get her tucked down and stuff. I'll come back later if you're still on.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
should-
man.
I need to mentally cure myself from this ugly stick.
yeah.
He's gonna come back with bruises.
All right, man. Do you take
You just
care?
gotta go touch that
All right.
tunnel ram in peace.
Easy, Dan.
Thanks
Take
for
it
coming on.
easy.
Yeah, pickle. I thought you could have 9 people.
I thought so too, but it's telling me I can only have 6, so
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey, Miss Girl.
Hey,
What's up?
how's it going?
Your audio.
You can't hear you.
Hold on. What is going on here?
I'll text you now.
No.
Now we can hear you now.
Okay, so I just heard Jeep stuff, so I can go into this whole big gambit with the whole Carter carburetor, the 4.2 liter beat. Yeah, just got really excited when I saw that he got an 88 YJ.
He does.
By the way, hello and hi to all the other conversation stuff that's probably going to get demonetized.
You mean you don't want to get involved in the mummer on a stick and weird pickling?
No, that's frowned upon. Did I lose my connection or something?
Oh,
We all disappeared.
we lost connection there for a minute.
Everybody went in the swirly wheel of death there for a second on my end.
For
Yeah,
some
me
reason,
too.
I was the only one that was still on. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah,
happened. It
everybody
was
was
weird.
Was a swirl here.
You were all whirly
You all
balls.
froze for like a minute, and then it was just me moving around to try to see if we all froze. And
yeah,
then you
everything on
all
my
were
end was
quick.
the spinning wheel of death. And now we're all in different positions.
Is it
Uh,
is it automatic?
Miss Carol, can you read the comments?
Yes, I can read the comment.
Okay, just making sure. I know sometimes Dan can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
No, I'm
because
not
he
sure.
does this.
I'm on my laptop. I don't have my
Because we're on
I'm
phones.
on my laptop. But
In order to see the comments, we're not able to see the screen.
Oh, so it's a 5-speed.
Yeah, I can't hear Carol.
Yeah, he's got a 5-speed in it. That's pretty cool.
You having audio problems?
It's a stick
No.
shift pickle.
No. So in '88, they either had
All right, I gotta jump out again. This damn phone. I'll be right back.
All right, man.
In '88, wouldn't that be a BA10? They're kind of a crappy trans.
Yeah, the BA10 or the AX15s.
I thought '90 was the model year that officially started the AX15s.
It's one of them, but the AX15 input shaft actually changed from like 90. It was like 94 to 95 or 93 to 94. The input shaft diameter changed.
That's a typical Jeep thing, though, and Chrysler thing, though, isn't it? Hammer wrench, like they have
Yeah,
both wobble.
but the thing about the 87 to 90 Wranglers is they still had the carryover 4.2 at the carburetor, but the carburetor they had on it had the stepper motor in the back of the carter, which was a feedback mechanism. It had a little computer under the dash, so it's basically like a Duraspark 3.
Yeah, and a death wobble is normally a steering or track bar issue on Jeeps.
But yeah, the funny thing is the YJ actually had a track bar, but the CJs before that, even being a solid axle leaf springs, didn't have a track bar.
Yeah, the track bar doesn't make a lot of sense with leaf springs.
Yeah, but a lot of times your death wobble is going to be because of your caster geometry. Some people put these long lift block shackles, and that changes your changes your pivot point with your center pins. So when you don't have the caster or the pivot point, the axle can't find its center, and they'll end up just doing all kinds of dances. It also messes up your pinion angle for the drive shaft, which.
So I had to cut and turn the ones on the S10 from the Scout because you couldn't change it.
So yeah, that's.
Couldn't shim it.
I took a Ford.
I cut the
steer.
The outer C's off and then turned them to the degree I needed and then rewelded them.
Yeah, I took a Ford 9-inch and I put cast C's on it, and then I stuck a high pinion center in it. So
I'll try and hop on there tomorrow with an LNA. If I depending on what time you're live. If it's the middle of the day, I might not make it, but I will definitely do my best.
Yeah, let us know when you're going live, LNA, so we can be there for you.
But that's my spiel on the whole Jeep stuff. And then it was like 91. I think they went to the family style roll bar.
It was 91 or 92, I think. Yeah, you're right. Because I know, like with my Comanches, 89 was a BA10, and then 90 was the first year of the AX15s, and that was anything Cherokee based.
Yeah, but your 89 had the Renix 4.0.
Yeah.
This 88 YJ has the carbureted 4.2.
Yeah, I don't think the YJs ever got the Renix. I think they always said they went from carburetor to the HOs.
Yeah, they were using.
Just get a Jeep.
They were using all the old AMC stuff.
Get a Jeep, beat the crap out of it. You already get it beaten up, and it still runs forever.
They do, Pickle.
I'm not against Jeeps. That's not what I'm saying here. I just I have other plans.
I just put what was it 2 years ago? I put Super Duty axles on a YJ.
That's what I want to end up doing to the S10.
Super Duty axles, King coils, and King coilovers, and links.
I do want to 4-link it, but I want to end up building a frame for it.
It's
just
true.
Because the frame's not going to handle it.
Ooh, he's got a miss and some pinging.
What carburetor does it have? Does it still have the carter that's been neutered? And then what they do, they'll take the stepper motor and they'll back that whole rod out so that the fuel can just run like static. Because they had a computer that controlled the metering of the fuel, which also helped with the timing. But if you have the metering block that's like closed and you're running an HEI distributor with the right springs, then it can cause some problems.
Yeah,
probably a misjetted Weber.
Hello, Raging Cajun. How's it going?
I got an 88 Ford 2 I traded for a project vehicle. I've got for one of my project vehicles. It's got one of those weird computer controlled carburetors. So I got to get rid of that and get something else.
So the wire harness is butchered, so they probably neutered it, but they did have a computer originally on the 88 because they're controlling the metering of the.
Yeah. Now this came out of a running. He bought basically everything I had from a '94 that I parted out, and part of it he traded me the old motor from his '88, and I just figured I'd use it for a project.
I was looking at the comments. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm just very.
I gotta jump out of here, guys. I gotta work tomorrow, so.
Take it easy, bud. Thanks
All
for
right,
having me.
Neverboard. Thanks
Later,
for
bud.
hopping on. Hope you had a decent time.
Hey, I had a great time. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Don't get
anytime.
bummed.
Guys.
The choke is the only wires that are okay. Is there like a connector that's on the bottom on the back of the carburetor? Is there like a big connector that's disconnected? That'll really tell you what kind of carburetor it is.
As for the pinging, does that mean it's rich or lean?
Well, there's probably a timing issue. It's just got it and they're inheriting another project or someone else's project. Those HEI distributors are pretty stout. Now, depends on which. There's a lot of factors in that.
I know that in the small little Honda generator and other little engines I've worked on, like you can tell when something's lean and when something's rich because you can listen for a pinging, and more of like it's a hard noise to describe for rich, but
About detonation.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
Those early YJs, they actually had Ford ignition from the factory. They had the Durspark distributor, but the thing is they had different weighted heads than like the previous distributors on the CJs, like pre 82 or 81. So the reason why when they neuter the carburetor, they'll end up leaving the distributor, so you're not getting
Hey, Kenneth.
proper mechanical advanced timing because the head weights are configured for the computer to meter the fuel, so they don't change their distributors out to the 1317R weight. When I went through this whole neutering process, I tuned everything with a vacuum gauge, and then I hooked the ignition up to an O-scope. And when I got the Durspark distributor from a pre-81 with the different head on the
10 people watching.
on the weight on the weights for the advance, it set it at 10 before top dead center and use your ported knock on wood ported back with your 10 with your timing set 10 in advance. And that made it run like super amazing.
Well, it looks like Miss LNA has decided there's a live stream tomorrow, or I'm assuming that's a miss.
Yeah. I'll try and be there, depending on what time it is, because if it's in the middle of the day, I might not make it, but I'll definitely do my darnest to show up.
That's my soapbox on that whole setup.
Oh, well, everybody go over and check out Kenneth, the Kentucky fan vlogs then, because he's going to get ready to start. Show him some support.
When you say neutered, what do you actually mean by that?
When I mean neutered, what they do, they basically cut the computer out of the carb, and then they'll take the Durspark distributor. It's supposed to go back into the computer for control. So you'll just reconnect the purple wire and make it just like a standard Durspark 2 ignition, and there's no computer controlling the spark or the timing. And that's why it's apparent when you do that is to change out that stock distributor and either go full HEI and get rid of the Durspark together, or just keep the Durspark but make sure that you get like a reman distributor and look in the sight glass for the proper heads for the advanced weight.
He says there's a coil on top of his distributor.
Yeah, that's it. They did HEI conversion then.
If you see a distributor that has a coil on top of it, it's normally an HEI conversion or an HEI setup from the factory. Pickle.
So yeah, it's probably probably like a 4-pin HEI because the 7-pin's more for spark control, for computer control for the spark. But they also have a 5-pin where you can excite the wire to change some of the timing. But that's a
Thank you, Kenneth, for subscribing. I noticed the
whole
notification come
nother.
up. Appreciate it, bud.
What I did with mine when I put I did basically a GMTBI conversion, and I have a 7-pin HDI in mine where I am using the computer to control fuel and spark. A lot of people will use the 4-pin HEI and they'll just use TAC filtering for the computer.
This is your old channel. Okay. Cool. Well, either way, I appreciate it.
What channel should people go to follow you, bud? So we don't go to the old one if you're not using it anymore.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I try to make a point of checking everybody out. Like I'm gonna have to see if Miss LNA has a channel.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I'll have to look into that.
She's got to, or she at least has to have a logo because she has something there, but it doesn't mean she has a channel.
I have got to figure out how to get some moderators so that we can put up some links to channels and videos and stuff. It's really annoying me. Everybody, I know that you have made me a moderator on your channel, 6%, and everybody else.
Nickel, you have to go. What you have to do is, I should have said this when Nevermore was here too. You go into the stream in YouTube. You pick someone's. You'll see that 3-dot thing by their name, which we talked about before, and it'll give you options. Let me see if I can do it over. I think I have your stream up here somewhere. Let me double check. I'm telling you the right thing here.
Yeah, I don't have any content.
Yeah,
Well,
you
Sorry, 6%. What did you say? Cut you off there.
Do that. If you hit that little 3-dot on the side, it'll give you options. It should give you 3 options.
Are we talking about like outside the stream like this?
Hold on, bud.
Yeah, you gotta go like.
Yeah, you're gonna
stream.
Yeah, you see those 3 dots, Pickle, on the
Yes.
side? When you push the 3 dots, it should give you options. It should have a little menu.
This is what comes up.
Play next, save, watch. Oh hell!
You gotta play your stream. You gotta be logged in, and you gotta play your stream separately so you can see it on the YouTube side. Then you can click on the individual people in the comments, and then you can do your whole moderator making happen.
Yeah.
So like go into studio?
No, you just load up the mute YouTube and load it up in a different window, so we're not hearing the audio feedback, which you'll send me running out my camper door, which is awful hearing.
Watch your stream is what she's saying.
Yeah, that. So now you can click on the individual people and make moderators.
Oh, shoot. There it is right there. Thank you.
That's what I was trying to explain to you. I've only ever done it on the computer. I've never done it on the phone.
Thank you. I'm stunned as me arse too, trying to figure this out. But thank you very much.
I have a hard time with like sometimes explaining things, so I go in the circle.
No, you were right. You were spot on. What I was telling him, I think, is more appropriate on the computer. I've never tried it on the phone.
What? Oh, there we go. Hang on.
I'm still trying to master an Etch a Sketch.
You made it this far. You're doing fine.
I'm gonna make a couple people here moderator. I'd make all you guys moderators too, but you guys are in the stream, so.
I have a Holly 1850 that's converted to electric choke, and got to keep a spare carburetor around. Now
there you go. I made a couple people moderators there. Is it working?
Luckily, a lot of carb kits nowadays, they have ethanol resistant parts.
Yeah, and all of our channels are works in progress. A and L and A. We'll get there someday.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments here. Yeah.
Yeah,
thank you for telling me how to do that. Finally, that was bugging me. Yeah, so the people that I made moderator, go ahead and put the link in for Kenneth there. that would be much appreciated.
Well, who did you make a moderator there, Pickle?
I think I made LNA, Dan, and Hammer Wrench, I believe. I clicked on 3 people. I didn't really look, to be honest. I know Dan was one of them.
I just subscribed to him.
Okay. I'll be making everybody a
I just,
moderator eventually.
I just subbed to LNA.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm bad at the whole YouTube. I don't get notifications, and like I have to load it up and I'll see it. Like,
Yeah, it's a mixed bag. I get some people's notifications. I get nothing from other people. It's very random.
Same with me. I'm subscribed to probably 100, if not more, people from the community, and I don't get notifications for all of them.
this phone is very slow. Very slow.
Okay, thank you, Ragin. That's good to know. I was wondering what the difference was. Thank you, guys, for putting up the link. There's Kenneth's channel. Go over and subscribe to him. Show him some support. He's getting started. I mean, I've been there, done that. Wasn't that long ago. Hell, here I am, 4 subscribers. Which I would like to thank. I don't know if Mater's still here, but I was on Mater's stream, I think it was, and he pretty much got all of YouTube to get people to come over and subscribe to me at once. So I appreciate that, and all of you guys.
That's awesome. Mater's a good dude.
Man, it was crazy. I swear to God, in 5 minutes, I had 106 subscribers or something like that. And I lost a couple over the last couple days, but
unfortunately, if you gain a bunch in a quick succession, they come in and take them all from you. It's wonderful.
What
it's not fair.
No Name Nationals. I guess that's that racing thing.
Yeah, that's that drag race that all of us are gonna, or a lot of us are gonna go to in Sykeston.
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna try and make it, but it's a long trip for me.
Where?
I don't think I'm gonna get it
Missouri.
this year.
Oh. Yeah, I don't race. I'm not a go fast person.
Oh no, trust me, I'm taking the Chambler. It's gonna,
I went to Ford Takeover.
Yeah, how was that?
Hey, good seeing you too, Kenneth. Take care. If you're heading out.
I drove the 460.
How was the show?
Huh?
How was the show?
Good. I saw some track times. I saw this one wicked fast 5-speed. Did a 490 in the 8th.
Yeah, that's fast. No, my stuff isn't quick. I'm not going because I want to race. I'm going to have fun.
That's
gonna be there. So.
No, I drove. So they had the car show portion, and then they had the pits. I basically parked my truck at the car show and then walked to the pits and was just wandering around, poking my head underneath everyone's hoods. That's all I did.
Yeah, everybody that's racing in the No Name Nationals, excuse me, is a YouTube channel. So it's kind of a big gathering, and then there's racing. So it's like a couple days of just acting like silly people and doing fun stuff and racing.
Now I'd like to pull my CJ up to Southern Missouri off-road. That would be good.
I would love to make it, but like I said, I don't think it's going to work out this year, sadly.
Yeah, same here with the job situation.
Yeah, you mentioned, is that working out still, or?
Well, I've actually got some good news. They actually sent me a link last night to fill out an online application, and it wasn't even 9:30 this morning. They started blowing up my phone, wanting to know this, wanting to know that. So I think I got the job.
That's cool.
That's
man.
awesome.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go out. They're supposed to call me I think he said Monday. I'm supposed to go in for an interview, and he called me yesterday, and he said, "You have any problem working 9 or maybe 10 hours a day?" I was, yeah. I don't know what it's like to work 9 hours a day. Most of the time it's 12 to 14.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm like, hell yeah, 9 hours a day. He said there's an occasional 10-hour day, 11-hour day. One of the guys I used to work with went to work over there, and he said it's not even like half the work what we have to do. and it's Monday through Friday, and pretty much a lot more money than what I'm making now, and I got to do less. So that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?
I pull a tanker.
Oh.
I'm getting ready to just completely just go away from that. I'm actually going to start driving a roll-off, picking up them. We call them roll-off trays. Some people call them containers.
Off the big dumpster.
Yeah,
Roll off. Okay.
Cool. That's awesome, man.
yeah. I'm hoping it's going to work out. It's like I said, it's a drastic change. It's weird leaving there, but at the same time, I'm glad I'm leaving there because I'm actually going to have an opportunity to be home every night.
Yeah, it sounded from the last couple of streams where we talked, it sounds like would be a good move for you, give you some of your life back.
Yeah, I've been over there for 11 years, and I've worked with a lot of really good people and everything. But the management at that place has changed, and they're very unreasonable now.
That sucks.
It's always nice when you can go home every night, I suppose. And
hey, well, I mean,
be with
as
family.
good as a place would be to work, or as good as like it could be the best place in the world to work, but I mean, if somebody's going to offer you more money to do less, like you gotta look out for you. I mean, anybody would take that. Nobody's gonna.
And I'm tired of being on the highway all the time now. It ain't nothing like it used to be. People don't pay no attention anymore. It's a madhouse out there anymore. I'm just tired of running up and down the road.
You said you're going to be dropping off like dumpsters?
Yeah, them roll off containers, like a
Nice.
job type stuff.
Yeah,
it seems.
a lot of dumpsters, so.
Yeah, I think it's going to work out pretty good.
Sounds awesome, man. I hope it works out for you.
Yeah, I hope it does too, because it's just I've been ready to leave that place for I don't know 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
Did you say you're
Very good.
afraid to leave it, or you've been prepping to leave it?
Say what now?
Did you say you were prepping to leave it, or you're afraid to leave the place?
Well, I hate to leave it. Like I said, it's just everybody I work with. They're just they're real cool people. So I get along with everybody. A lot of the customers, I get along with them. It's just like I said, it's just getting to be where it's unreasonable workload. Just too many rules. They cut the speed back. They cut the speed back on their trucks, and they're talking about doing it again. I'm like, well, why don't I just go ahead and just get out and push this damn thing?
Have you ever thought about owner operator?
I thought about it for a long time, but yeah, the way the fuel prices are and insurance and everything, I just do not want to mess with it.
Makes sense.
There's some of them, they go out there and make a killing, but there's a lot of them that just don't make it. And because you look at tag for just a tractor here is like $1,500 a year, and then you're probably looking at probably I don't know $700-800 a month for insurance. You blow a tire, that's anywhere between $400 to $700 a piece. Then diesel fuel, you got, depending on what you got, you either got 100-gallon tank or you got twin 150s on there, and most of the time they get about 6 or 7 miles to the gallon.
Yeah,
I'm assuming even leasing a truck wouldn't be cheap. So
yeah, I'm not sure. I think last time I heard anything, I think lease on one was like $1,500, $2,000 a month, depending on what you got. So,
yeah, I can understand that. There's so many hidden costs too. Like I like everything you said with diesel and everything's so expensive now. I mean, insurance is crazy.
yeah, it's like they say, if you want to be a millionaire driving a truck, you got to start out as a billionaire.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
it's crazy.
I looked at it one time before, probably, I don't know, I guess it was probably about 20 years ago. And I was looking at possibly pulling containers out of the port. I found real cheap truck, and fuel was probably like $1.75 a gallon back then. And all of a sudden, everything,
Oh, yeah.
the bottom just fell out. And I was like, well, so much for that.
Yeah, like 2008, fuel went to like $5 a gallon. It's like 08 or 09, one of them years. I think it was 08.
Yeah, it was.
Because
I was
I just been in the army for a year, and I remember and that was just a mess. That was whoo. Being a
Yeah.
junior member.
I was looking back in like 2001, 2002. I actually found a truck and everything, and I was getting ready to go sign the dotted line. Then all of a sudden, everybody's like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I was like, well, that's all convincing I need.
I guess it just.
Yeah, it's.
Not the,
I'll just drive somebody else's stuff, let them pay for everything.
Yeah,
meant to be, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean it's also a lot less. It's a lot less stress too.
yeah, including you got to have a really good accountant for everything, and they government's on your ass about every little thing.
Yeah, they sure are, aren't they? So many rules and regulations now.
That
Safety
sounds like
this, safety that.
Sounds like the army.
Yeah, pretty much. Some of the stuff makes sense, and some of it's just people justifying their jobs.
Yeah,
I think the less government, the better.
I would
Exactly.
wholeheartedly agree with you.
Me too.
Like Reagan said, the thing that nobody wants to hear is, "I'm from the government. I'm here to help."
yeah.
Yeah, I'm part of the government, so yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think you said another Sheen, you have a couple years and you're out.
Yeah, I retire in like 3 and some change. I have to do the math again, but yeah, I hit 16 years in March. So like almost 3.5 years, and I'm chucking it. Now I can finally go live in my house in Texas full time and not what I'm doing.
Very good then. Well, I hope the job works out for you. It does nothing special because it sounds like a great opportunity.
Yeah, I think it's going to work out good. Like I said, though, I just got to wait till I get some vacation time again before I do anything, because I'm going to lose all that.
Hopefully, it won't take long then.
Plus, I got to actually piece this car back together. Right now, the only thing that's holding it together is the termites holding hands.
Is the what?
The only thing that's holding it together is the termites holding hands.
Oh, dang.
What are you doing with your car there then?
I got to put everything from the trunk back is basically rotted out, so I'm gonna have to get in there and do a whole lot of sheet metal work.
You're gonna make videos on it?
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Okay, sweet.
My hands know that feeling of nothing but sheet metal work lately.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And your
Yeah,
foot.
I found a place that makes a trunk pan for it now, so I can at least get that piece. I can't remember
That's
the name
good.
of the company. They're up in, what was it? I think it's Livonia, Michigan.
Yeah, it's called C2C.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What
I'm
car?
trying to get in there and do a shop tour with them. I actually bought the trunk pan that I'm going to modify for the Chambler I bought from them. They're about a half hour from me.
Yeah, they got. I was looking at that, and I got to fix a couple places in the floorboard. It's nothing really terrible, but the trunk's the worst part of it. Plus, around the bottom, around the tail lights, it's rotted out. The trunk gutter's rotted out, and nobody makes it. So I'm gonna have to probably try to piece that back together.
Where? What kind of car?
It's a '65 Galaxy.
Oh,
Oh,
sweet.
cool.
4-door or 2-door?
It's 2-door.
the 3 on the tree?
No, it was automatic on the column, and whoever had it before me, they decided that they wanted to try to put a floor shifter in it, so it looked like they took a damn can opener to the transmission tunnel, and they didn't even like cut it out. They just like took a hammer and just like beat the shit out to where it was like that, and then they put a floor shifter in it and it's held in with one sheet metal screw.
That's every goddamn panel on my car that I'm fixing. It's like that. It's like he took an air chisel and just drove holes through everything that he wanted to take apart, and then just left it there and tried to roll it up and sharpen it before it rusted.
Yeah. The lower rear quarters on that thing right there behind the wheels, they're rotted out. It looks like somebody might have just pop riveted some sheet metal over the hole and they just filled it in with like 3 cans of Bondo.
Yeah, that's welcome to my world.
It probably looked good at one point, but it don't no more.
Professional. That's premium bodywork.
I'll do sheet metal and the welding of that, but Bondo, no, probably pass. No.
Yeah, definitely the better fix would be to weld in patch panels because Bondo just creates more problems later on.
Yeah, it holds.
You're still likely to have to do a skim coat of a filler, Bondo, but not a skim coat, not structural.
People are putting. Yeah, exactly. People are putting cars back together with Bondo. They're misunderstanding how to use the product.
Yeah, they're building cars out of it.
No,
yeah,
you're not paying. No, they're doing exactly what they want to do. They're making a shitty car to look decent. They put no money and effort into to sell it. So they're doing They know exactly what they're doing.
My dad did. A little chicken wire, some Bondo.
Newspapers and like cardboard and roofing nails and brick, mortar and rocks and
road signs in the floorboards.
That's legit though. That's
a legit repair.
If you do that, if you Bondo over it, it's not. If you leave it out, you're doing it on purpose. If you put a skim coat of Bondo over that stop sign, you're a hack.
Mm-hmm.
Man, one of my first trucks. It's just interesting. Let's just say that. I had a 78 F250.
Very cool. Was it a 4x4?
Yeah. It had a 460 in it.
Yeah, that's I think that's Junkyard's first truck too. He's got a 78 or 79 F250.
And then I got another 460 out there. It's just an 87.
Cool.
Well, everybody, I think I'm gonna hop off and make sure the kids are going to bed and stuff. So.
Good luck on the job.
All right.
Yeah,
man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, just leave the camera on. Look, we need some time with Conduit, so you can go.
No, 6%. You don't get to hang out with Conduit.
Yeah, Conduit and George here need to catch up.
Yeah, they're making plans.
That's not good. Conduit's planning to shut my electricity down.
Okay.
All right, man. Take care.
Take it easy.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for coming in. And then number 4. Miss Carol, you should do some live streams or videos on like your knowledge of Jeeps or whatever. I know that you're very knowledgeable about a couple things because I've been on a couple different streams. I mean, one of them we were talking about differentials and Ford 9-inches.
Yeah, I took a Ford 9-inch, made a steer axle with it. That was interesting. That was fun.
Hey, Jack Stans, how's it going?
But no, I tried the YouTube thing and I made a couple of videos and one thing led to another and I stopped because of stuff. So it's all good. I'll participate in it, but
you're always welcome to jump on our streams.
Yeah,
I'm not talking for you, Bickle, but I'm assuming you're cool with that.
No, yeah, anytime. All of you. That goes for everybody.
Yeah, him and his weird stick.
Yeah,
I was
George approved.
Oh yeah, Jack Stans. This is George, the ugly stick.
Wow, that just looks really creepy.
I'd have to agree. It's and then it was weirder when he was in his mummering outfit.
Did you get to see that, Miss Carol? I don't think so, but
yes, I saw it.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah,
Won't forget it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't forget it.
You look
I
like
tend to leave that with people. You won't
you
forget
look
me.
like you look like a Japanese clan member.
Hmm.
That is a good description. Yeah, Pickle, you are the heartburn of YouTube. You are not forgettable.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows. It's like, oh, hey, it's Pickle. Every stream I get on, I swear to God, there's not one person in our community that hasn't heard of Pickle.
Did
I
you hear
have I have a
Miss Carol's
gigantic.
description of him, Dan?
What?
Did you hear Miss Carol's description of Pickle?
No,
And
I
his
didn't hear it.
outfit? She said he looked like a Japanese clan member.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, that's an accurate statement too. Yeah.
like it's like watching a living nightmare or something. It's just
Hold on a second. I can't hear Dan.
I have like 50 hair bows.
Appreciate it, Jack Sands.
I have like
Hope to
50.
me. Hope to be making quality content for the internet.
Making content, that's all that matters at this point.
Yes.
Hey man, something's working. I gained like 3 subscribers tonight. I reached 100 the other night, so
Like we keep talking about Pickle, it doesn't seem to matter. You just keep throwing stuff out and something sticks. So
yeah, I just want to be able. I don't want to throw junk out there. I just want to keep. I want to make sure whatever I'm putting out is.
I'm not saying throw
accurate.
junk out, but even if don't, I'm not saying throw junk out. I'm saying even if you think it's not going to work and you
Well,
put
you don't want to hoard.
put out there. So
You don't want to hoard, so you got to throw some junk out. Oh wait, you're talking about something else. Never mind. You're talking about
no, he's talking about making just a purposely shitty.
yeah. I got that.
What random carburetor part are you holding in your hand now, Dan?
Well,
Oh
this
boy.
is-
Oh
This
boy.
is Project XMC.
That
You do
sounds
that.
that sounds like something that's on an adult website.
You hold something just out of frame so you get somebody to ask what's going on.
Well, just adding to the mystery. See.
Uh-huh.
I see some sort of
just-
carburetor.
I
base,
see
'cause
four.
that's
I see
like a
four
four-barrel.
holes. I see 4 holes and no hands. So I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Uh,
it's a
So many
the
things.
4-barrel carburetor.
Yeah, it's so many. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Why am I just on the spotlight here? What's going on?
We're all
Well,
This
you
is
have
my
something
screen
in your
now?
hand, sir, and we want to know what it is.
Dan, we're union.
You
We're on
can
break.
see it.
Let's go now.
Well, I know it's a carburetor. I know that already. It's a 4-barrel.
Wait, you want me to unveil the
Unveil what you
project
made.
in its current state on your live stream? Is this what you're telling me, Pickle?
Why aren't you? Well, why else would you be holding it? I would assume that's what you had in mind anyway.
Oh, well. All right, fine. Twist my arm.
All right,
Oh,
and time to end the stream. Everybody have a good. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Ghost Rider, come on, Pickle, play Ghost Rider.
Play Ghost Rider. Here we go.
Okay. All right. Y'all have heard about milling the choke tower off your carburetors, right? Miss Carol, you've obviously got.
Yes.
Yes. What about milling all of the top off your carburetor?
I mean,
What have you done?
that's
Look
like-
at this. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen?
What did you use to cut that up with?
A mill.
You actually had a machinist do that?
Yes.
Okay.
A machinist. They actually accepted doing this. I couldn't believe it. It was cheap.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, but wait. As we were taking off the layer, I don't know if you'll be able to even see it. Look at how shitty quality the casting is.
Yeah, it's
wow.
probably super old casting too. That's going to be part of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can see.
Yeah,
look
there's
at
a
all
lot
the
of
bits.
inclusions in that casting.
Yeah.
They don't, as long as they're in the thick body and the webbing, they don't really matter.
Well, it even comes into the Venturi a little bit. I see here. I mean, there are burrs everywhere on this carburetor.
Well, what
So,
kind
yeah.
of carburetor is that?
4-barrel
It's
spacer.
It's a 700 Holly.
Oh, it's
You
a
gotta-
Holly. Well, geez, Holly, you could do a little better than that.
Well,
Yeah, Holly double pumper.
you also have to understand that that's probably what a couple 100,000th carburetor out of that mold out of the
Wow.
casting. So
But yeah, 700 is actually kind of cool because the primaries are smaller than the secondaries, but they open up to the same size on the bottom. 700
Wow.
volt. This is the carburetor that came on my Cutlass when I first bought it. Look at her now.
And
This is
Dan
gonna be-
gonna give another video because
Oh.
he misses his cutlass. Oh.
There's a llama. We've been llamaed.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
shit, there's
okay.
a llama up there.
That's just as bad as the mummer.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's really not.
No, not a goddamn chance.
That's a Holly 4-barrel. Yeah.
Does everybody just have carburetors laying around in like their living space other than me? Is this
No.
just a normal?
No,
Yes, it's a normal thing, Pickle.
no,
If you're a car guy, it is.
no.
I don't know if I can call myself a car guy when I don't even own a car yet. So
You could own a carburetor, though.
I mean, don't get
So
me
yeah,
wrong.
this is Project XMC. Going to be the most extreme carburetor build on YouTube.
I just converted that from a mechanical choke to electric. That's a Holly 1850.
Yeah, I've gone like 1,000 steps further than that.
That's
Excuse me.
I have a
Yeah, you circumcised the carburetor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Only to
essentially what
make
you've
it
done there, Dan.
bigger.
I have an 80 457 on my truck right now, but I have that one ready to go in the chute
Oh, was it
just
Jackson?
in case.
No, butter knife.
Yeah, it was definitely a butter knife.
Yeah, really, a butter knife is just a flathead screwdriver.
Yeah, he just
Oh, really?
scraped it like the burnt shit off a toast.
It took him days and days to just keep going like this.
Excuse me. Jeez.
No, I asked you because I was going to say if you guys were having trouble getting it machined, if you'd sent it to me, I probably could have gotten a machine for you. But I'm glad you got it. So
Yeah, it's like for the price it would have cost to ship this to you and ship it back, this was cheaper.
no,
Why
that's
is your
I'm
guys'
just saying if you
postage so
hadn't
much?
found one, hadn't found one.
Although this is getting shipped to Junkyard Necromancer because he is stage 2 of this carburetor build.
Oh, I know what's happening. I remember this, but I'm not
No,
going to
no.
spoil it. So.
Sparked memory, huh?
But
Yeah,
now-
you did. You sparked my memory.
you have to start referring to him as Dr. Engineer Junkyard Necromancer.
Do I?
Mhm.
Yes.
Dr. Necromancer.
Oh, and I'm sorry, he's also clergy. I forgot that because he's actually he's an ordained minister, he's an engineer, and he's got a doctorate. So
Interesting feller.
Catholic priest necromancer is going to be getting this coming soon.
we didn't say he was touching children. We said he was an ordained.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, you made that assumption, not me. Although I did think it.
You thought, yeah, I said it out loud. You were thinking, he's not an ordained priest, okay? Or sorry, he's not an ordained priest.
Yeah, that'd
God.
be creepy. Junkyard would be a creepy man then, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would be.
Crazy.
But I promised him I'd keep this a secret, but I do know his name now.
Say, she
It
was
wasn't-
a carburetor parts.
Did now
Carburetor parts down in my cellar. That'd be
I
Junkyard.
know that you figured out his name, but I don't want to say it here. And if you didn't,
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away in case you're lying, which you probably are. So, say
No,
he
seriously,
said
I got
in
his
this
name.
part.
I know what it is.
what does it start with?
A B.
Oh, that's too much information. He's gonna be so mad at you people now.
That was a trap.
Oh no, it's. I'm not confirming or denying on here.
No, I'm not either.
If you know his name, he has to kill you. So,
In the name of God.
he's gonna ordain the shit out of you, Pickle.
There you go.
Uh,
I told you in a different way.
so
Oh,
Yeah, so
what-
that's going to become one piece once again eventually.
I thought you were gonna bolt the thing you were making on.
But don't give away the whole damn secret, 6%. I might as well just say Junkyard's name then out loud if this is the way we're going to be playing things here.
That was a
Did you say-
Should I
question.
say the other thing too?
That was a question. It wasn't a statement. I didn't say what you're making it out of or how
Oh,
you're doing
what the hell am I supposed to say? Yes, no, lie to you, lie to them. What am I
Yes.
supposed to do?
Embellish. You like embellishing.
Dan,
Embellish.
You're on live YouTube.
I
And
know.
my whole entire audience is watching. Nothing here is a secret anymore. I think
There's
that,
at least
Look,
well,
5
well,
people. Okay,
there's-
yeah, oh,
There's 5 people that now know your secret.
and there's going to be more than that in the morning because most of these get like 80 to 100 views.
Yeah, because they'll clip the shit out of it and make it the next Mower video.
I think
You
this
are
one's going to have
correct,
pretty high
Sal.
views.
That
I lo-
pickle, you
I
are
love
correct.
people. Pardon, what'd you say?
You're correct.
I know. I got it this
Now-
morning.
But I was wondering if you found out because of that song he sent us that one time that had his name in it.
Nope.
I figured that's how you figured it out.
I figured it out because of something that I explained earlier. It was, yeah.
I didn't see
I-
that. Yeah, he sent us a song that a band he was in made for
Oh.
him, and it had his name in it. So I figured that's what you went through when he was sending all
Oh.
that music. That's how that's what I assumed you figured it out with.
I didn't realize he did that. Well, I didn't catch on to it.
It's literally the title of the song.
What have you got there?
They're hair bows.
No, she's got a mummering
Oh.
stick.
oh God, he's turning into a mummer. That's not good.
It's spreading.
Wow, you have they're spreading. Holy crap, you have a lot of hair bows.
Yeah, but does she have a loofah on a stick?
Oh boy, prepare for some barking.
A used
My dog
loofah.
in 3, 2, or 3,
That's
2,
gross.
on a
1.
used stick.
That's gross too. Depends on how it was used.
Well,
Well, it
it's
has
up in
his-
Newfoundland, so
It has his
There it
mom's
is.
boot on it, so
yeah.
There's somebody on an ATV outside, and my dog. Well, it's German.
You know,
Shepherd, speaks for himself.
we're probably making fun of Pickle, but honest to God, that's probably his mom's ugly stick that he just handed down to him, and he fabricated this whole story.
Somebody's doing full throttle. Can you guys hear that?
no.
Oh, it's loud. I mean, I live literally in the middle of nowhere, and I can hear that, so it's loud.
Well, that's exactly where you would hear that, Pickle, because people go out in the middle of nowhere to do stupid shit like that.
I live
Yeah,
in
but
a,
I mean, like, I live far from like a highway or anything, like a couple kilometers.
Well, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about kilometers for, but yes, you would go far away from any cop patrolling area.
Ah, he heard it. It was loud.
I live in a camper right now. For a while.
Oh yeah.
hmm
Hey man, nothing wrong with that. I mean,
In Tornado Alley.
oh, that's fun.
That could
That's
pose
a
a
match
problem.
made in heaven right there.
I haven't lived in a camper alone, but I have lived in a camper for a few weeks, and I can tell you, it's fun for the first week, but after that, for me personally, it's here in the damp, harsh conditions of Newfoundland, it's not that great.
No, I wouldn't do that.
And they always leak. No matter what you do, they always leak here, and they rot away.
Nah. It's pretty wet here. If you seal the roof well enough, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, here it's different though, because where we're on the water, it's like, I don't know, the moisture rots the wood or something. They just deteriorate so fast. It's crazy.
Hmm.
This one's all right.
He's in his third camper because they leak and rot away or get moldy, or what's the deal there? Man, it's crazy how fast. Like, if you don't like get some caulking up on the roof like fast, like, man, they're done for.
Flex seal it. the whole thing.
I would, if I was doing that, I think what I would do is put like tin on the roof or something. Do something better than what they do. They only put like this, I don't know, the one that we had, it was like a rubberized coating. It was weird. But it's garbage. It doesn't work at all. I think that was a Shasta, so maybe that's just not a very good camper.
This one's pretty decent. It's got a washer and dryer.
Oh wow, that's a nice one. That's a unit.
Are you on base or are you off base?
Off base. Well, on base, they only let you stay for like 30 days at a time. So I found a mobile home park that just lets me rent a lot. Like I'm in a mobile home. Just kind of have it hooked up the way it is. It's got 2 air condition. Got 2 phase. Well, split leg 220. Technically, it's not 2 phase. It's just single phase split leg. You got to split the hot leg. However you want to call it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, it's all right. Except for when the big whirly clouds like to show their face, and then it gets a little interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that
strap
could
that
pose a
thing down to the
problem.
ground.
Yeah,
I thought about moving it on the other side of the mountain, but I have insurance.
that does bring a new meaning to the word mobile home.
Yeah, just hook it up and go.
Come on, bud.
Yeah, that's something new. That's another thing I have to deal with is tornadoes. We don't get those here. We don't get tornadoes. We don't get earthquakes. We don't really get natural disasters. Now, we've had hurricanes and floods, of course, but that's about it.
Brings a new meaning to Gone with the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that too.
Hey,
Yeah.
Inherited Stitches, how's it going?
I've
Welcome
been
on
through
the
about
stream.
3. I've been through 3 of them. They're not fun.
I will say a 460 pulls is very nice.
That's something I really want to do eventually.
What?
I love
Pull
old
something
vehicles.
with a 460?
Yeah, I don't have the gas money for that right now, but one day.
I mean, it's okay. I drive it every day. It's beats having a new truck payment, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I think too, but everybody calls me crazy. I mean, my
No,
father,
we called you crazy because you dressed up like a mummer.
not you, hush,
Nah,
down there,
there's a-
old Dan.
Japanese clan member. Gatorade.
Fucking
As I was
KKK on a
saying,
sunny day going out hunting.
a brand new truck right now is so much money. It's crazy. I mean,
You're
and for
not
what?
crazy, Pickle. You got to balance it. If you maybe getting something from the 60s isn't the smartest idea, but doesn't mean you have to go buy something new that's more than a house.
If you buy something from the 60s, it'll be reliable and you can actually fix it.
Well, that's where I'm at with it because
But like anything else, you still have to buy the right truck.
And I'm worried about the particular one.
Wait, why
Where
are
you're at,
you worried?
about rust. Where you're at, I would worry about rust.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, the thing he's looking at could have complications, but it all depends on what happens with it. And it could be a good truck. You just got to understand how and what it's going to take to get it to where you want it to be.
You know what? I think I'm going to let the cat out of the bag here because it's really not even a secret at this point because I've talked about it so much. I don't know why I'm still holding it back. But I've been looking at I believe it's a 1965, I think, Ford F100. It's got a 240 inline 6 in it, 3-speed on the floor. I really like it. It's like perfect for me to learn, I think, but it's got a lot of little issues that add up to be a big issue for me.
Like what?
All rust being the main one. The cab corners are gone. Or well, they're not gone, but they have rust holes.
4-wheel
That's
drum.
only if you're expecting it to ever be like a nice truck. I mean,
Well, no,
if it's just a thing to
Yes,
get you from
but
place to place,
Dan-
then who cares?
I don't care about the rust, but the inspection people do. I only have to get one inspection on it.
yeah, he's
And
got
then
different
I'm good.
requirements, Dan. That over the border
Exactly.
thing is going to be his problem at first.
That too, because it's in America.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
No,
it's
we
I
don't
would
have
be-
a problem here.
Well,
Jack stands.
yeah.
I'm not into up. I gotta explain what I'm after here. I'm not into upgrading it or anything right now. I just want to buy something that's can still run for a little while anyway. Get me to work and back. That's all I want. I want to learn how to work on something, and I figured, just jump into it, see what happens. I can always sell it if it doesn't work out.
You said it's 3-speed, 4-shift.
It's a 3-speed floor shift, yeah.
a
That's
BBF.
the-
Can't go wrong with a BBF and a 4-speed.
Yeah, them a lot of them 3-speed floor shifters. I've seen them. They don't want to act right half the time.
I'm
Yeah,
not
there's-
sure. I have no
There's
idea.
going to be some issues with it from what Junkyard's been looking at. It the rust is not your biggest problem at this moment. It's everything else.
Yeah, I don't
It
really
just
care
needs
about lack of power or anything, because for me, like what I'll be doing with the truck is like gonna be working. So
No, I mean the condition of certain parts. Pickle.
yeah, exactly. Like
brake
it's a
lines.
nice,
Make sure you don't hit the brake and you got pin all leaks and all your lines, and then
yeah.
lines.
Like it's a nice pickup truck. Don't get me wrong.
That's got the fuel tank behind the seat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It does. Yes, it does.
He
I-
said
I'm
it had a 240 inline 6, which is basically it's the precursor to the 300, so it's still a solid motor.
That's
they're
right. I know
reliable.
about like the 240s and 300. They're basically the same thing, except one has a shorter stroke. And I mean, they're identical and they're super reliable, but it's got issues.
I
And
got
I
a
don't.
How much does he want for the thing?
Well,
Dan, it's
that's
all been in
something
the
I gotta
Discord,
work out
bud.
with. Here's a photo of the truck.
Okay.
Dan,
That's a unibody version, right?
Yeah,
got
it's
a
unibody. Yeah.
it's same body style, but not the unibody body.
Oh, that was unibody. It's got the twin I-beam. I think it's the first year 65
Yeah.
debuted the twin
Okay.
I-beam suspension.
Yeah, Dan. All the stuff that he might not want to say on here is in the Discord.
Yeah.
yeah,
Jack
you
stands.
left
I
it
said
down
it's
on
got
the
a
back.
it's got a 240 inline 6, but the problem is the cab corners have rust holes. The fenders have rust holes. Which fenders is not really a big deal. I don't really care about fenders, but the fact that the cab corners is kind of a structural part of the truck, and the body mounts, that's another thing that I'm worried about. And the floor has rust holes, and I know it's not going to pass an inspection with rust holes in the floor and the body mounts being gone. So
It was one of
I don't
those
know.
years they stopped the unibody. I can't remember. 63. Again.
Yeah, that's what Shop Cat saying. I'm 63.
unibody's nice. I think they call these flare sides, right?
Yeah.
No, that would be the step side.
A fleet side or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't
fleet
know-
side
I
is
don't know what
normally
they call
the straight bed flare side, or the other thing you mentioned is normally the step side.
And then there was this issue. Winter. This truck is only rear wheel drive, so how well is it gonna get around in snow? I'm worried. Like I really
Depends on
want to
what
do
you-
this, and I want to prove that it can be done. But
Just
like
put
I
something
feel
heavy
like
in the back.
I feel like people that's all they had years ago. So I mean they got around. So I mean I
You
don't
know, all you
know.
gotta do is just put some knobbies on the back and just put
Yeah.
some dead weight in the bed, and you're
You need some
good to go.
decent tires, a posse, and some weight. So
Put the flat head Ford in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I-
some
I-
knobby tires and posse. Yeah, you'll be all right. As long as
that's
it's
what I
not
figured
like
too.
feet of snow, you'll be fine.
And I debated on like wanting to plow with the truck, but like I don't want to do that to any first vehicle I get because it's so hard on vehicles, and I'm just gonna tear up the truck, and it's my only vehicle. I need to get around with it.
Plow
It's
with
just not a good
two-wheel
idea.
drive? Plow with a light rear 2-wheel drive truck.
Yeah, exactly, and that acts as a ballast, so I mean that makes it even worse. Yeah, so it'd be impossible.
Plowing
And
with
I
a
don't want to
two-wheel
tear
drive
up a
would be-
nice. I don't want to tear up a nice 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive truck. That's my first that I need, like I said, to go on trips or go to work with. I need it to be in good shape.
Or
So.
I just. It's a nice truck.
It is. That's why I'm in a bit of a pickle here. a pickle.
Yeah.
Couldn't help myself. But yeah, it's a nice truck. I love that body style, and I think I could get around in it just fine. I don't think I'm for what I'm going to be doing with it.
Man, he's been holding that carb body for like a while now.
Well, yes.
He's
Yes.
gonna sleep with that tonight. Don't get it twisted. It's not leaving his hands.
Well, no, it's going on the tunnel round. See, that's a tone.
So yeah.
But he's moved to the Nana chair, so he did the tunnel ram's probably not by him right now. So
No, yeah, it's still on the table. Yeah.
It's closed.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with this whole thing.
Isn't there someone you can bribe with like a thing of maple syrup up there that just pass you?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, Dan. My mother thinks I'm nuts. Thinks it's a terrible idea.
Hold on.
He supports the mumming thing.
Yeah.
But getting a vehicle, oh no, he can't do that.
Well, not only that, but yeah, my dad is not happy about it either. So it's like, but I want to do this. I know that if I don't do this if I don't get something cool and awesome like this for my first vehicle, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. I just know it. I've wanted it since I've been a Jesus.
It's okay. I had old
Long
farm
ago.
junk as my first vehicle, so if I can do it, you can do it.
And not only that, you, 6%, Dan, everybody drove a piece of garbage just like what I want to drive as their first vehicle.
I still drive a piece of garbage.
I have
There
6
you go.
pieces of garbage right now. Well, I have 5 pieces of garbage and 1 decent car right now, Pickle. So
Yeah, and all junkyard necromancer, all he's driving right now is these old pickups. So I'm like, well, obviously they can't be that bad.
That's what I'm driving.
Pickle. They were new at some point. This was the way people drove vehicles
That's
back when they were new.
But
There's no mystery to it. You hop in the seat, you
and then
put
here's
in
a
the
great
gear, and you go.
And then you look at something like this, and I don't want this. This is a jelly bean style style Ford.
I've never heard it called that. That's interesting.
That's what we call them, yeah, because they got the rounded headlights. But the problem, you look at every one of those, and everyone has like a bad transmission or smashed up or beat to oblivion.
The
Has
two
bad
valve,
cam
the
phasers.
2-valve, you get a 2-valve 5.4, they're not that bad. And you got 4R100, they're not terrible trucks. They really aren't.
But the problem I see with them, though, they're so worn out already. And then you go and look at something that's 50 years old. Like, I believe, what is the truck I've been looking at? 57 years old, I think. And the thing is, it's still there and it could run, without a lot of effort.
Well, I think
look.
I think Miss Carroll, correct me if I'm wrong, Pickle, but I think his price range is kind of limiting what he can get in terms of a newer, nicer car. If he was gonna get a newer car, it wouldn't be as nice.
But I also don't want to have a newer car because, like I said, I love the classics, and I don't know, for some reason in my mind I feel like they're built better, and I don't want to deal with electronics and nonsense.
As long as that heat works, because you will appreciate driving a vehicle. And
You just need a Geo Metro. Just the first car just needs to be a Geo Metro. You understand how much cars can suck if you don't spend your time with them right.
I had a 95 S10 Blazer thing. Had no heat. I used candles. I had just candles everywhere, just holding it up.
You know what? Honestly, I don't really care if there's heat or not because, like I said, I'm only going to be going back to working.
No, a buddy had his heater went out, and he would get the blank paint cans from like Home Depot, and if you soak a rag in kerosene and you keep it lit in a specific way, you can have it heat the environment without killing you. That was what he did for his car.
Well, that's great till it kills you.
No, carbon monoxide. If you do it right, it doesn't burn dirty.
You just crack the windows a little bit, you'll be fine.
Yeah, and a heater is always something you could add as well. I mean,
I
nothing's
use
ever permanent.
A Mojave heater, like a little box, and you just pipe it from your the heater core that's not going to work. You just take it and route it to a Mojave heater, and it blows hot air on you.
Well, this truck I have is or the one that I've been looking at is base model. It doesn't have air conditioning. I don't care about that. It doesn't have a heater. I didn't really care about that either because, like I said, you can add this stuff after, and there's solutions.
Yeah, I'll be
And
putting a
I'm-
heater in the Chandler. Trust me, that's going to be an experience. Like one of those crappy ones from Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's solutions. So like if I find that something's uncomfortable, well, then I'm gonna fix it. No matter what I do,
Going
I'm
down
gonna
the
have,
road straight
yeah, I mean,
with those.
there's a big learning curve here, and I probably sound like an idiot to you guys because you guys have experience doing all this stuff, but I didn't really
Sounds
grow
like
up
you're
doing any of
worrying
this either.
way
With, like,
too much.
I didn't grow up doing this with my father either. Like he's not into doing like project cars or anything, so like I'm just kind of like in this on my own. There's like no.
Nah, it's it's okay because a lot of us were sitting in the same spot. They're like, I want to get in the cars. Let's pick up the farm junk and try to drive it.
You do have some resources, Pickle. Don't forget that you have other channels in Canada that might not be necessarily close to you, but they're probably going to be willing to help. So,
Yeah, I was looking at this truck right here. This is a really nice one. Okay, I can't turn the picture sideways, but here it is here. It's only got surface rust. Everything's intact on this. It got pulled out of a barn, and it only has 530 miles on it.
that's not a chance in hell. Okay.
Beautiful truck.
10 grand.
You're close. It was 85. It was 8,900, but it's 7,500 now.
And the bad part is, when I was your age, I could find them things all day for $800.
I know, it's crazy how expensive. And as soon as like somebody like a big shot gets one or something, the value goes up on everything, and then you can't find them anymore. It's crazy. You wouldn't believe
It's
it.
like what Dennis Collins did with the Fox Body Mustang.
Yeah, it's like
That's
you
what he
can't
did with
find.
the Jeep. Jesus.
Dan,
Oh
I
yeah,
even looked at like a cool.
I
like,
drove my CJ7 to Dennis Collins, and I parked in front of his shop and took a picture of it, and I actually got to meet him. It's pretty cool.
Do you
I
say
don't-
my name, Pickle?
Yeah, I was saying, I've even searched for like a cool, like you look at like a muscle car or something. I've been looking for everything, anything I can get my hands on. You cannot find a Mustang that you could drive or like needs a little bit of fixing up for anything less than 10 grand. Anything that doesn't have a motor, like just the shell, is like $4,500 here. It's wicked.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Getting expensive. That's
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
they're going up in value like crazy. I mean, I don't know. That's why I was after the truck, because I need to do stuff with the truck.
I
whatever
got
I'm
that
doing.
brick nose Ford for a decent price.
I've
Getting
looked at a
El
couple of
Camino.
those.
Probably
But
still
I want
calling El
something
Camino,
that's
Steve.
not EFI. Just I want a carburetor. And
That
I want like none of the emission nonsense either. I
that
just want
brick
something
nose,
simple.
that brick nose is a carburetor.
I thought they had EFI.
Nah, the very first year of them, they had a carburetor.
Oh, I did not know that.
87 was the last year of the carburetor.
Oh.
And it was the first year of the brick nose.
I did not know that. Well, that's good to know. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know.
Yeah, Pickle, don't ever call yourself an idiot, man. Just take your time. If you have to make new decisions or change your mind and stuff, just make goals and try to achieve them.
Pickle.
Yeah.
No matter what you get, it is just you're gonna have to fix it. All right,
I know.
that's the whole damn point. Realistically, Pickle, if you get something that you constantly have to fix, that's good. You fix it. All you're doing is becoming better at fixing shit, which is the whole goal here.
And that's one less thing you have to fix, so you make it more reliable in theory.
And it's a constant stream of content for your channel if you keep doing this as well.
Yeah. And I plan to keep doing this. Like my channel right now is not all about cars, but that's mainly because that's not a big thing in my life. Nobody wants to see videos on a brand new Tundra. Like
Pickle, never forget, this is your first car. It is sure as shit not going to be your last car. So if you have to get something you don't necessarily want at first, make a goal, stick to it. But at the end of the day, it's your first fucking car.
It's just like a job. You don't get your dream job the first job.
Actually, Dan, that might be where you're wrong, actually, because I might actually have that lined up for me. But
You would think it's your dream job until you start doing it.
maybe that's probably going to be the case, Dan.
I thought
actually.
working at the dealership was going to be really cool because I get to work on cars all day. Oh, no, it turned out to be pretty shitty. But anyways, no, Pickle. Get something, just accept the fact you're going to have to fix it, no matter what it is, right? You're gonna go out there, you're gonna try to start it, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be spending the whole day fixing it. And that's okay, because that is literally how you learn how to fix shit. You can read books, you can listen to all us people talk about shit, but until you actually get your hands on it and have to problem solve it yourself, then you will finally understand how all the little bits and pieces work. There was a time when I didn't know how the fuck to work on carburetors until I got the Cutlass, and then I had to try to figure out how to make this E85 work in this brand new, carburetor that I converted, and rabbit holes later, now we're down to this.
A half cut up carburetor.
Well, technically, it's a little more than half. I mean, really, it was like this much.
Yeah, you really took it off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I understand carburetors enough to do this and feel confident that I can put it back together. See, and it's because I had to learn how the fuck to work on the shit because the Cutlass kept breaking down every goddamn day.
No,
Whoa. Almost
stick
did.
down.
Quadrajet. A quadrajet is your friend.
And Pickle, the only thing to be, just a couple things to remember. Are you going to have a place to work on this vehicle?
Yeah, the cold concrete
That's
of
perfect.
a driveway.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that's
like
where
fun.
we all work on. Well,
Well,
most
no,
of
but
us work on.
you got to remember he's in Canada. I'm pretty sure you can only look at cars from like the hours of 10 to 2 in the afternoon, or they put you in jail or some shit. So,
Or kill your dog or something like that.
Yeah, I
They
just
throw you- they
yeah.
throw you in
I
the
mean,
goo.
it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge at first, no doubt, because I mean, it's just gonna be. But
That's the whole purpose of it. Stop thinking of it as like, oh no, it's a challenge. It might not. Think of it as, okay, now I get to have fun working on something.
Or when you're in the high school parking lot and it's like snowing and
See? And then your buddy who has this huge lifted truck, drive shaft falls out, and then you sit there and laugh at him, and then go help him put it back in.
or when you have to
Talking from experience on that one.
or when you have to fold your windshield down onto your hood so you can defrost it because it's really, really cold.
yeah,
Jeep
that's
problems.
another thing I'm gonna have to challenge. There is no defrost, is there?
Blowtorch.
You get stern
Blowtorch is my best friend.
Now you get stern nose, so it's not like superheating the glass and cracking. You get stern nose and you let it kind of radiate on it. Then it kind of just like fizzles down, so you don't really break the glass.
Or if the glass is already cracked, then you don't have to care about it.
Question though, how do you? I never thought about this. How do you keep the windows defrosted? Is there like an old trick in the book or something for that?
Sternos, yeah, sterno cans on the dashboard, and it radiates up. It keeps it defrosted.
You know what a sterno is, right, Pickle?
No, not
Yeah.
at all.
You ever gone to a party and they have one of those dishes where they set it out with hot food in it? They have that little lit thing underneath it. That's a sterno.
I've never seen one. No, I've never been. to a
Oh
party.
yeah, they're very helpful. Just line them on the dash. I used to live in Pennsylvania before I decided that the cold was not for me. Actually, the Army decided the cold was not for me and sent me down to Georgia at first. And then, yeah, I lined my dash with them and it's fine.
Okay, well that sounds not too bad, I guess.
And also have a fire extinguisher, just in case.
Yeah, that's
Preferably
gonna be
a couple
thing
years out of date.
Yeah, I'm gonna have one of those back there with the gas tank, just behind the seat.
So funny story. I my first 460. I I had a leaking sending unit at the top of the gas tank, so I can only fill it up a certain way. And I thought it was a good idea to just kind of have a tailgate party. Well, I tried to have a tailgate party with a little like Weber grill, and I used like 5 gallons of lighter fluid to try to cook hot dogs right over the gas tank. That was not cool.
Did the truck orbit or did it just catch on fire?
Neither. My friend was like, "Hey, you know you're doing this over the gas tank," and I'm like, "Oh." But
Yeah,
the hot dogs and hamburgers tasted like lighter fluid. That's why I don't cook.
All right,
my friend, best friend had a 95 Chevy Corsica, and the thing was just a piece of junk. But it was so hilarious because every time we got in the car, something else didn't work. like we would like hop, cruise up to like the store or something. We get out, then by the time we get back in, he'd go to open his door and it didn't work.
Yeah, that sounds like the last truck my parents had, actually. Every time you get in it, something was making a new noise or it was broken. Sounds about right.
Eventually, he got something else, and then he let me borrow it because I was in hard times. And going down the road, just the whole the whole front axle just broke and just shoved the fucking tire up into the fender. Just son of a bitch. I miss that car so much. That we had so much fun. Like the muffler, right? The muffler had the perfect like symmetry of rust in it, rust holes. So it just sounded amazing. Like you had exhaust coming out of different parts, and it just sounded like it was cammed out. Just
we used to have one of the guys that I used to run around with. He had a Plymouth Reliant, and he would used to send it over the railroad tracks. That was.
I used to do that with my Intrepid. I'd send that over the railroad track, right next to the police station, by the way.
Does not surprise me.
Me neither.
Yeah. Well, okay, it wasn't right next to it. It was on the same road. Like, I was sending it over, and the police station was, like, where I was sending it towards.
Like keep saying you heard the man with the 4-leaf clover. You just
Yeah, exactly.
You
have unlimited luck.
I must have gotten old because when I go back on some of the roads that I took that, like you had the e-brake that's way up here, the ratchet e-brake, and then you have to like pull the thing. I used to have my knee bent up like this and my hand down here, driving like 80 down dirt roads and just cranking the e-brake and tossing this thing around corners. I go down the same roads I did that shit on now, and I'm like, how the hell did I manage to do that? Me, Tom, and Eric were in this car, and Tom was in the back seat holding a TV. I don't remember why.
Was it a tube TV or was it a flat?
Yeah, no, a flat screen wasn't really a thing. We had the big old tube TV. He's just sitting back there holding it. And I attempt to do that, but I accidentally go into the ditch. So we literally pop the ditch going around the corner. And he's just sitting back there like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm seeing the comments, but I can't. I mean, I see it. I just can't click on them and populate them.
Yeah, we're reading the comments there, Jack Stans. Don't worry. I just haven't put any of them up in a while.
There's a lot going on, and it is only you, my friend. So
yeah, I'm not having to keep up on many comments. I'm just looking at them all. I've read them all.
We
you can come on up. jack stands if you want. I'm soon gonna end it here though because we're approaching 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump off, guys. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, we can end it here anyway. I mean, I'm already over my limit. 2 hours.
Oh, we were supposed to end it 2 hours. I thought the only one we do that on is our weekly or our bi-weekly Monday, where Junkyard is just a stickler for 2 hours.
I know, right? Like, man,
You know what?
he's like a Nazi.
He's a taskmaster.
Religiously
Yeah.
on that 2 hour mark.
And it must be all that church and
That's someone who uses manifold vacuum right there.
Dan, I don't know. I think you're gonna lose this argument between Manifold versus Ported because man,
No,
he is
he's-
on it.
I've already won it. Already won this
You
argument.
guys use ported for like you're not like racing or anything. You're not taking advantage of like off the line like advance. Just
That's
ported.
exactly why you would use ported to take advantage of off the line advance.
Well,
Yeah, but
ported,
if you're driving a 68 Ford F250, I don't think you're looking for off the line performance.
Why not?
I'm looking for a gradual curve. That's why.
No, I'm looking for violence. I am looking for the vehicle to just get up and go.
there are
Yeah, I
times when you are Homer Simpson going max power. It's normal but faster.
Always.
I don't go fast. I go like 5 under the speed limit.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I don't go fast either.
What the fuck is wrong with you two?
I go a bit over the speed limit.
I get the speed limit as fast as I can, which in Michigan means I'm drag racing because if you're 8 cars and a light, you're not making it through in this fucking state. I don't go crazy speed, but I don't do the speed limit.
I'm not a fast driver. I'm just, you know what? When I passed I went through a driving course. I passed with flying colors. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with my driving. She didn't even mark one thing down on the sheet. Not one check mark. Nothing.
But
Well, yes,
Pickle,
'cause
you
you're
would
driving-
have to experience a fast vehicle before you would really know whether you like going fast or not.
Programmable MSD 6AL.
And Pickle, you were driving Miss Goddamn Daisy at that kind of speeds.
Yeah.
Well, it was a Nissan Qashqai, I think.
A what?
That's
Never heard of it? Maybe I'm not saying that right. We call it a Qashqai, but that's probably butchered. You know the Nissan with the funny name?
They all have
Qashqai's
funny
thinking
names.
starts
Write them down.
Good point.
They named their car the Murano.
Yeah,
Who
then there's the one
names
called
their car
Juke.
Murano.
That's like
Hang
the
on.
worst CVT transmission.
Yeah, they all have
Anything
CVTs and they suck.
transmission yeah.
This is how you spell it. Hang on. It's right here.
I
Oh,
probably.
here comes
I
the next
probably okay, Qashqai.
Qashqai. I call it Qashqai, but
Yeah, I
know
think
what
that
you're
is the
saying, right?
Murano over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I've
what
seen
I was
those in
driving.
Canada. I think one of my coworkers rented one out of Toronto.
I also was driving before that one because they got a new car like halfway through the thing.
Are
And it was
they only allowed to import Nissans into Newfoundland or what?
No. They're sponsored by Nissan. That's why they get all these cars.
Wait. You didn't have to use your own vehicle?
No, I didn't. Surprise! I'm glad I didn't because we only own a truck, so it would have been a lot harder to do parallel parking and whatnot.
See, here we had to use our own vehicle. They weren't going to supply us no fucking vehicle.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I had to use my stuff too.
Oh, you see, did you guys do the course though? I went through like a driving school. Like I got a diploma and everything for it, and so my insurance will be cheaper now.
I went. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. I just kind of drove around on a permit and then took the test when.
Yeah, this
I
driving
just-
school bullshit. What the? Unless it says Skip Barber Racing School, fuck off.
Well, we had our,
Man,
we had our learner's
you know what?
permit.
I don't care for going fast. You can only do the speed limit anyway. So what's the point of buying a fast car or having like a
Says
you know,
who?
1,000 horsepower Cummins or
It's
something?
not a speed
Pickle.
limit, it's a speed suggestion.
It's to Dan's point. You can go whatever goddamn speed you want. It only matters if you get caught.
That's right.
Yeah, but I will. I'm
And
not
the
the four-leaf clover man down here.
And the Mustang has never been caught. Only one time, but it wasn't me driving.
I
was
knew
actually
it.
my mom.
I knew it had to have been
Yeah,
once.
and Pickle, you don't have to speed. You don't have to be a psycho, but if you're doing the speed limit or under, you're going to cause more accidents than the speeding douchebag is.
Dude, I'm doing like 3 kilometers under the speed limit. I don't. Think
I'm
it's
pretty
crazy.
sure the guy who
That's
drives
more
the truck
dangerous.
can back me up on this one.
That's dangerous, Dan says.
That's more dangerous. That's like saying using a dull knife is safer. No, using a dull knife is a lot more dangerous than using a sharp knife.
I've had
Same
one.
principle.
Dan, stop using your analogies. They don't make any sense
No, they make
whatsoever.
sense.
What does a knife have to do with a car?
Now, Pickle, that one was probably his best one. It still was bad, but it was his best one. So get him slack on that one.
Okay,
And
okay, pat on the back.
I have one.
The guy who drives a truck for a living could probably say who he sees more danger from when he's driving that large vehicle, the old ass guy doing 5 under or the dickwad doing 10 over.
But he said that his truck is governed in speed. Was that correct?
Yeah, but I still come down a hill every once in a while. And I let it roll. But you know, there's some trucking companies out there. They got them governed as low as 62 miles an hour.
Wow, that's.
So would you say a fast driver is more dangerous than a slow driver, or the other way around?
Oh, hands down, slow drivers are the most dangerous.
That Pickle right up there, most dangerous man on the road.
I know it probably sounds odd, but you driving less than the speed limit is going to cause other people to do dumb shit to try to get around your slow moving ass.
It's
That's
3
why people-
kilometers under the speed limit.
When everybody else is doing 10 over, Pickle.
Well,
You
then
have to
don't do
take it
10
in
over. They're in the
perspective.
wrong. I'm in the right.
It's okay.
No,
I'm not-
Pickle.
Poor
You're in the right.
Poor,
They're in the wrong, but it's still your fault that they passed you on the right-hand side and hit some kid.
Oh, poor government stooge.
No, it's not. If they hit the kid, it's their fault. I had nothing to do with it.
Well,
You
no,
were the
technically
slow
you are
asshole causing them to.
It's okay.
It's like-
I'm risk averse too.
But Pickle, you'll get to the point where you realize all these rules are just fucking suggestions.
Guys,
No,
did you not just hear what I want to drive? I want to drive a 57-year-old truck with a 240 and a 3-speed. It isn't.
Yes.
It doesn't exactly scream speed to me.
It can still go a couple miles over the speed limit, all right?
Yeah,
I do
I'm
it.
sorry.
I do. It can-
Kilometers.
I
Don't
do. It
worry.
can barely get to 100 kilometers an hour.
don't worry. I've been driving slow all my life, so it's fine.
you
She's
and
fine.
your kilo man meters. Yeah, you can take them and shove 'em.
Kill a man meter.
Yeah, one thing I run into a lot is somebody driving the speed limit or under, and then we start going up a hill, and I lose every damn thing I have, and then all the people behind me start doing a bunch of irrational shit to get around.
That's what I'm talking about, Pickle.
Oh, that's a different scenario altogether. I wouldn't slow down like crazy on a hill.
Yeah,
I'd keep
put
doing
down-
speed.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
put-
he has to stop too,
that's-
like because he's a big rig. I know. A lot
Yeah,
of momentum there.
upgrade the 3-speed to a 5-speed with overdrive.
Maybe one day, but it's not in the cards right now because I can't afford it. So.
Pickle, learn to drive a little faster, okay?
Yeah.
Will do you good.
Okay. Okay, Dan. Okay.
Don't Pickle. We're not saying speed, but don't do this under the speed limit shit. You're gonna get run over.
Okay. This is great advice from Dan and these 3 guys.
This is
Life advice right there.
This is advice.
Don't follow
of
the
saving
speed
life one
limit.
day.
Go over the speed limit.
By Dan
Okay,
math,
got it.
no,
Just a
by Dan
recommendation.
math, it's 3-2. We win. Doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. If there's more people that voted yes, we win.
Mhm.
My points just happen to always make sense, but sure.
Why do you think I'm going to upgrade the transmission? I'm perfectly fine with going slow. I have.
Well, what is with you and upgrading transmissions here, Jackson?
What is with?
Pickle
I
is
can't
not
afford a
like-
transmission.
Okay, Pickle's self-esteem is not so low he needs to upgrade his transmission, okay?
And
is
besides the fact,
perfectly
I still
fine.
only have a 240 inline six. There's no power there. It's a 240.
I
It's
put
gonna
a
get me to where I need to go and back.
put a
That's it.
modern. I put a modern 5-speed in my CJ with the right gearing, and I can still go the speed limit or under.
My dad drove a 67 with a 240 in it for 25 years. They got a lot more pep to them than you realize.
I just view them as slow automatically because that's how everybody else views them. But
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
I
a
don't
race
know.
car.
Pickle,
Doesn't mean it's going to be slow.
Pickle, if you
if
just
your
watch
dad
my
drove
channel,
one, he drove the same engine for 25 years.
Yep.
Well,
At
it
the
goes to
20
show just how good. That's what I'm
at the,
saying. Goes to
at the
show
20
how well built those old trucks are. They're
at
built
the
like tanks.
at the 26-year mark, he popped a head gasket on it, and he went and bought a 73 Econoline van for $200. It had a 240 in it, and we swapped it out in one weekend, and he drove it for another I think it was 4.5 years before he went and got a new truck.
So he still could have. Oh, you mean he swapped the head gasket out?
No, he swapped the engine.
Oh,
He didn't feel like fooling with a rebuild, so he bought an Econoline van that had a 240 in it. And I think it had like 68,000 miles on it. We yanked it out. We took that one with the bloated head gasket out. We swapped it in. Done. He kept driving.
imagine. So imagine if he were to swap. He could have swapped that head gasket, let's say, and he probably could have just did that. And you imagine that engine probably still would have went.
Oh yeah, it'd probably still be running.
Probably still be going. I mean, eventually, I understand the rings are gonna wear out and everything, but I mean,
yeah, but
definitely wasn't done. I mean, a head gasket's pretty common,
an engine will still run with worn rings, Pickle.
Well,
Yeah,
My
absolutely, but you're gonna
302,
leave a
smoke show.
my
smoke show,
302 is
yeah.
a perfect example. That
I mean,
thing's
I don't
all
care about a
worn out.
little bit of oil burning. That would still bother me. I had a quad, and it used to drive me crazy because it was just always burning oil, and you'd have to fill it up. And I don't know why it bothers me, but it really does, for whatever reason. Like I always had to worry about it. Like you go down the trail, and you're always worrying about running low on oil.
Just keep a case of oil in the bed.
Oh, I used to keep oil on it. Oh yeah, I never did run it low on oil. It's just like it was always in the back of your mind. You always had to worry about it constantly when you're going through the woods.
I've run the Mustang low on oil before. Well,
Of course you have.
more than one time.
I've run my CJ low on oil.
Well, Dan, your car has so many oil leaks. If you were to fix them, it probably would hold the oil in it.
Then I had to change it more often, Pickle.
My CJ would just go through oil. It's got 240,000 miles on the original motor, though, so it's okay.
Well, in kilometers, that's a lot. So 240,000 miles is a lot. So
It's okay. It's whatever. You run gear oil in the transfer case or in the crankcase. It's fine. It's built oil pressure.
do you have any idea how many miles, I guess, for you were on that truck? Does nothing special?
What, on that one he used to drive?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember what it did have. I think when he parked it, I want to say, damn, what was it? I want to say he got about 225,000 out of it.
Wow. That's crazy. That's a good engine.
My daily driver shitty Cherokee is 207 right now.
Yeah, that's
I mean, that's good too.
Those 4 liters though are just they're just good. Just like the 4.2. 4.0, they're good.
Another thing I'm realizing too, but even FEs and Y blocks and like every Ford engine I'm noticing is rebuild kits are fairly cheap actually for them. Especially the straight sixes.
FEs are a good engine. The only problem is they just got some weird oil leaks and they like to break off manifold bolts. That's about really the only thing that's wrong with them.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to FE or Y block. I know some people complain about Y blocks having top end oiling issues, but every time I read about it, it seems like it's always because of its lack of maintenance. People don't change the oil.
You get the 429/460, the 385 block series, the big one.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to having a V8. It's just like a better option for me right now would be a V6 because gas mileage.
Straight six.
Straight six.
That'd be
Or
sick.
yeah, sorry, straight six. My bad.
Exactly.
Man,
They're also a lot simpler. I mean, there's a lot less to them, so it's a nice starting. To learn.
nah, they're all simple motors. They're simple.
Oh, I know. I mean, I know the ins and outs of a 360 FE because I fully expected to get one. That's what I expected to have. But a lot of trucks around here have straight sixes in them, believe it or not.
Pickle, I think you just gotta stop thinking about it and just start doing.
I'm at that point too, Dan, because I have made so many loopholes. Oh my
This,
god.
this is
You
why
will think yourself out of things quicker than
this is why I'm pretty brand agnostic when it comes to older vehicles because they are all going to have the same laundry list of basically click and run a script and just this is what you're going to have to replace. They all have a lot of the same issues when it comes to older stuff. Older cork gaskets,
Yeah.
brake, 4-wheel drum brakes. I mean,
No,
I
that
got him.
yeah, Dan tells me they're not that bad, and I've also heard that
They're
from
not
other
that
people.
bad.
So my plan
they're
there.
not bad, but
I'm just gonna try them for a little
but
while.
if,
And if I
but
don't
if
like
they
them, I'll
get
do the
wet,
conversion.
they get wet, just give them a little extra stopping room until they dry off. If you run into a really, really deep puddle. So
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, if I don't like them, I'll just do the conversion and swap them over.
they're
I mean, that's
fine.
not bad.
They're
But,
fine.
yeah.
You don't have no issue with them.
They
I
stop
think
the
I'll-
car
sure
just
the
as good as
adjuster-
anything else will.
Make sure the adjuster hardware is working and you have white lithium grease on the self adjuster and it's just
Yeah.
I don't believe they use salt where I'll be living on the road, so it's gonna
just do
really
maintenance,
save
Pickle.
on stuff.
Especially with brakes, make sure they're functioning.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
No pins.
That'll be I know most things the brakes aren't working, so that's probably gonna be one of the first things I'm gonna have to do.
no
Yeah, the
pins
best-
in the
drums.
hard
The
gear.
best part about that truck that you're talking about getting, if you decide to change it over to disc brake, all you got to do is find a set of spindles for a 73 through 79.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everything
Cool.
is right over.
That truck stuff, a lot of the hard parts like the suspension arms and that kind of stuff are all the same within reason, and it's change this, change that, and you still have availability of parts without customizing anything. You're just using more modern components. Like Junkyard's engine in the truck is a 73. It's just an upgrade.
that's awesome. Okay, so that's cool. Another thing I noticed too, parts are pretty cheap for these old trucks. I mean, they're not crazy, so it's affordable. I'll call it that. I won't call it cheap.
There's
It's
a lot of
affordable. It's
There's a lot
affordable.
there's a lot of aftermarket
Ha 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 ha.
support.
Don't just
Yeah.
go replacing things willy nilly, though. I mean, if
Yeah,
it needs
no.
replacing, replace it. But you use the thing until it at least wears out on you.
Well,
That'll
that's
save you a lot
I'm
of
not
money.
gonna do any conversion to HEI or anything. I'm gonna keep the original points and distributor cap and rotor, all that. The original setup. See
Just
what I think.
gap it with a business card. You'll be fine when it comes.
Yeah, I mean, I know, and the other thing about that too is your whole ignition system is literally right there in front of you. There's no nonsense. You can literally, if you park your car, say I go to work, I park the truck, I come
Yeah,
back out and it won't
people are
start later,
playing
has no
charge.
spark. I mean, piece of sandpaper in the points, good as new.
Yeah,
that easy.
junkyard parts are cheaper.
You got the Steel Me junction, so you don't need keys.
Yeah, exactly. The old you're gonna have the wire from the coil to the solenoid,
That
and then
sounds
the
like
old
that sounds
screwdriver.
like Vice
Screwdriver,
Grip
don't
Garage.
Yeah.
It's how like Vice Grip Garage.
Yeah, you gotta have the jumper wire, but
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'll probably do is I'll get one of those, toolboxes from Princess Auto for your trucks, and I'll just keep all the kinds of crap in
Princess
there.
Auto's got a lot of cheap stuff. From what
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Finally hopped on here.
No. Hey, everyone, I'm going to have to get the hell out of here like I'd meant to 10 minutes ago. So
All right, man.
I will see everybody later. Take it easy,
Thanks for
everybody.
coming on.
All right. Later, Six.
Take care.
Later, Six. Yeah, you know how far I had to scroll back to find the link?
Oh, you could have asked. I would have put the link in there.
That's fine. I was
Sorry
like,
about
you know
that,
what? I'm tired of texting. I'm going to spin this thing back up with the camera on. Hey, I was
Yeah.
literally I replaced part of my inner firewall because the inner firewall turns into the dash support of my truck and runs under the cowl, and then the next piece of sheet metal that goes over it is the actual piece of firewall that you see when you're.
I gotta jump out and jump back in.
Okay, we'll see you later in a minute.
All right, man.
Does nothing special. Yeah, I just had to jump in here. Literally was waiting on paint to dry, and I don't think it's dry yet. But
Oh, you were serious.
literally was waiting on paint to dry because I welded that part in. I spot welded it, a little panel into the inner firewall, and then painted it. And as soon as the paint's dry, I'm going to seam seal it with panel bond adhesive. And then once that cures, I can go back in, and I've saved some spots on the firewall where I could weld the next panel that's going to cover that, because I have some severe rust issues in that truck. Even though it consumed a lot of oil, apparently it didn't leak enough oil to keep the firewall from rusting.
What truck is it?
It's the old square body Chevy. It's an '86.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's the one that you showed.
It was a Nebraska truck, and they use a lot of salt there in Nebraska. Apparently,
it's got that 4-speed SM 465.
it had. Yes, you were correct. And anybody want that? It's up for sale.
Me, I'll take it.
See, I knew you could upgrade to a 4-speed at least.
What are you doing? An NV 4500?
No, I'm swapping the 8.1 with an Allison in it.
Oh, okay.
So I've got the whole drivetrain out of a UPS truck.
Okay.
Oh, really?
My newest
I didn't know that.
My newest subscriber today, he works at FedEx. And I handed him one of my stickers. It's got the QR code. I said, "Be careful. The engine and transmission I'm putting in my truck is from one of the brown trucks." So the FedEx driver, he's a FedEx driver. I was like, "Yeah, be careful. Don't let anybody know." So he thought that was pretty funny. I was like, the whole drivetrain out of a UPS truck, putting it into this square body. That Allison is a huge transmission, but
that's the Allison 1000, right?
I got the 2000.
2000, okay.
Oh. They have the same case, but the 2000's a bit heavier, and it's got each planetary has more planetaries in it.
Yeah, it's a medium duty version.
Yeah, it's closer to a school bus transmission than it is to a pickup transmission. But being that I'm told
that one then?
It came with the engine, and I've got I rebuilt the entire wiring harness, and so
you mentioned that, yeah.
In my aviation life, when I worked on aircraft, I was electronics, so I was trained in how to run wires and check wires and test wires, and I went through that whole harness and I went with the wires that I needed to keep, and I kept every sensor, because why eliminate a sensor that can save your behind? Oil level sensor. This engine has an oil level sensor on the bottom in the oil pan. I didn't eliminate that sensor. I'm not stupid. I want that dummy light. So, I've been working on cars. My first car was a '65 Mustang with an inline 6, a single barrel carburetor, and now I'm in love with fuel injection. The engine I just took out. Hang on. It's okay. It's okay. There's a lot of people who actually will take the computers that the LS engines use and put them in other vehicles.
Excuse me.
Because it's easier to tune that computer than a lot of other computers.
I use a Continental industrial generator computer to run the throttle body unit because it's waterproof. Because it's waterproof.
Okay, the computer's waterproof, so you can run it off road and stuff. Yeah, this computer's not waterproof, but they're plentiful in every junkyard in the world.
That's the X58 or the X24. Which one is that running? Running that.
There's the early and there's the late computers for the LS engines, We'll say one's a 59, and I don't remember the
bigger.
other one number. I could look it up real quick, probably.
Good dog. Good girl.
But can you take that computer, cut it in half, and put it back together with nothing but a high school education that you barely paid attention to?
Well,
So you can do that with carburetors.
I barely have a little bit more than a high school education.
Yeah, same here.
But I mean, I can't cut it in half. But
Why not?
I've taken the entire wiring harness apart, understood what every wire and every sensor does, and put the whole wiring harness back together.
I took in screws out of this and understood what it did.
I mean, yes, I could
It
take
held
the
this to
screws.
that.
I could take the screws out of the case on the computer and put them back. But I mean, there's people that they share the open source software and tuning stuff for those LS ECUs, and that's what's fun about this big block. It uses the same computer as the LS motors, so it's easy to retune.
The 8100 Vortec or something. Is that what it's called?
What's that again?
The 8100 Vortec or something. Is that what it's called?
It's a 8.1 8100 Vortec, yeah. So I mean, if I had the engine cover that comes with some of the pickups, that's exactly what it'd say. It's a 8100 Vortec, and of course,
496.
do what?
496.
That's 496 cubic inches. I mean, that's a big block. It's the last production big block. It's the second largest production big block from GM. The biggest one would be the 500 Caddy, but this one outperforms that old 500 Caddy all day long. You know what, guys? I got to jump off here. My wife's calling me for the second time. So,
all right, man. Have a good
all
night.
right.
Later.
Y'all have a good one.
See ya.
You too.
All right, later.
Yeah, I do. I like the big block gas platform. It's more economical to maintain than a diesel, and you can still have relatively decent pulling power.
Yeah, I agree. I like V8s for working trucks. Like if you're gonna have a plow truck or something, I think a V8 would go a long way. They're lighter, not so heavy, and maintenance is cheaper. So, a couple good reasons. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end this one here because we're at 3 hour marker. We're over actually, and it's 1:12 a.m. here. So,
Okay.
so yeah. Thanks for coming on, everybody.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We should get together and do a stream together about projects and stuff because I know you were talking about your what is it, your Fairlane or your Galaxy, yeah. And then you got the, I don't know, I'm not sure.
I got a bunch.
But you got the truck.
Bunch of
and
crap.
Dan, you got the Mustang and the tunnel ram and everything.
Mine's a daily driver though. It doesn't even. It's not even. It's like a daily. It's like road.
Well, hey, that's what mine's gonna be. So still cool.
It's what I pull my camper with.
Hey, like I said, still cool.
Daily the
What the
Mustang
setup.
in the summer.
Yeah, I mean, Dan, you drive that thing to work every day, don't you?
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. Still cool.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. Anyway, thanks for hopping on, guys. I appreciate it. I hope you had hopefully a semi-good time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was entertaining.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep. Night.
What?
And
I
still here.
think he exited his stream but left his stream going.
Whoops.
So welcome to Pickin' with Pickle with New Guy's Garage. And yeah. Does nothing special.
Yeah, the Does Nothing Special show.
Did you see my carburetor?
Yeah.
I mean, most of it's here. Yeah, not the whole thing, but
Yeah. 3/4 of it.
probably 1/3 of it actually.
Yeah.
It's right. Not even the boosters and everything is gone. It used to be up here. Gonna build a new one, whole new top.
Yeah, I gotta go up there and look through all my stuff. I gotta.
Oh, look who's back.
Hey, what?
Aha!
Hey. Well, I thought you were going to end the stream, not just leave.
I was trying. I guess I messed it up.
Ah, crap! I can't hear you.
You don't say. He's
Ah,
not
damn.
saying anything important.
What? You are.
I don't know why my phone keeps doing this shit. Every time somebody pops in, all of a sudden they're just like completely muted, and I can't hear a damn thing.
I'm gonna, Dan, tell him I'm just gonna end the stream so that we're not live, but we can continue to carry on after if you want for a little bit.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Okay.
He says you've been a nuisance
Oh, I have.
on the stream.
Ah, I can see that.
Relayed the message just
No, you are a soul.
Yeah, this will work out great.
Anything else you'd like me to tell him?